and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now. Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Good evening, sports fans. Ernie Over and Travis Gupton with you from Panther Field in Powell, Wyoming, where the 1-0 Lander Tigers are about to meet the 1-1 Powell Panthers. It's a crisp night here in Powell with the wind blowing pretty steadily out of the north, and it looks like most of the folks showing up here at the Powell Stadium, well, they're pretty bundled up, aren't they, Travis?
Yeah, we're sitting on the south side of the field around the 30-yard line, 20-yard line on the south side. And I'm looking across the field and across the way. There's jackets, I see blankets, I see hoodies. This is going to be one of those nights that's perfect for football.
Well, the Powell Volunteer Fire Department just arrived, and they put a little ladder truck over there, and they've got a great big Panther flag hanging from it. First time we've seen something like that in high school football. But I tell you what, it looks like it's going to be a nice clear night. Most of the clouds have dissipated. The Lander Tigers are a member of the Class 3A East Conference. The high school population is about 560, and of course the city population is 7,500. The high school population of the Powell Panthers is very close. It's right around 590 students. The city population is 6,419. So we have two teams pretty evenly matched here this evening. Last season, Powell won the game in Lander 35-13. Lander finished the season 4-5 and qualified for the state quarterfinals. This is the 72nd meeting, Travis, between Lander and Powell. The all-time record, Lander has won 28 and Powell has won 43. Coach John Scott of the Lander Tigers now in his 5th year with a 22-15 record. And so far this year, Lander's played a scrimmage game against Pinedale and won that one quite easily. And in week 1, Lander defeated Green River at Green River 44-16. The Powell Panthers are a member of the Class 3A West. Last season, Powell was 6-4. and they beat Lander in the all-time record 43-28. Coach Chase Kistler is in his third year with a 13-8 overall record. So far this season, the Panthers defeated Riverton in their first game 50-13, and then lost to Worland 28-7 in their second game. You're listening to the Hampton Inn pregame show, and we'll be back with a chat with Lander Valley head football coach John Scott right after we listen to this.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
With us now on the Hampton Inn pregame show is Lander Valley coach John Scott. And Coach, congratulations on the seasoning opening win there at Green River. And how's the team looking this week in practice?
Well, we're definitely on an upswing. We had a good outing. Down at Green River, corrected some things that we needed to from the week 4 scrimmage, and I think we come back with a little momentum. It was a little bit different week with Monday night being a school day, and so we had some guys practice, but I think we got back midweek back on track and get ready to go up and face a real physical Powell team.
And you're going to have the bus checked out before you leave for this trip up to Park County?
Oh, boy. Yeah, we'll make sure this time that all's good to go. I guess South Pass kind of put a little strain on us, but, I was really pleased with the way the kids handled that and the way, that sense of urgency rather than a sense of panic or an anxiety. We went and took care of things with purpose and adjusted. Our times, our varsity kids, our upperclassmen, I think really focused in spite of that. So that was really a good sign on the maturity level of the team.
Well, your offense was pretty balanced in running versus passing, had a few more passing yards than rushing. And you're going to run into a team in the Powell Panthers that they have a pretty balanced offense, too, with a 1-2 punch, a little more passing than rushing.
For us, it's kind of a, take what they give us type thing. We're going to try to get some, touches with 2 or 3 different kids, and then, which one, starts to click, you kind of go with that. And so whether that comes via the pass or the run, I think Powell's kind of doing the same thing. I think they are coming out in some of their traditional double tight, trying to establish a physicality right out of the get-go. But I know that they also like to, this year, spread it out a little bit more with some different variations. And I think what they do is the same thing. They just kind of find what works, what's working, what's clicking for them, and then that's the way we kind of go with it.
Well, last week you had pretty good pressure on the Green River quarterback, and Powell's passer, Jet Swan, is a pretty good QB.
Oh, absolutely. I like the way that we were able to come off of our edge, to apply that pressure, that was kind of the goal of what we wanted to kind of accomplish. Is just really be a chaos type thing from our two end players and let it kind of force things in. But I see, one thing that Powell has right now in their quarterback is probably that ability to handle that pressure a little bit better. I don't think Green River, was a passing team per se. They were trying to get some run game going, which they did. But I think, Powell's going to give us quite a bit more variation.
Cody Seifert, their number one rusher, goes for over 100 yards a game so far in 2 contests.
Yeah, that's a good sign. Anytime that, you're getting that, I think running the football opens up a lot of things for you, because especially if you have to step up and do some adjusting, bring guys up closer to the line of scrimmage. There's not without a doubt that they can also then that. And so Jack Pasquinelli had 100 for us, and I think it keeps the same thing. It keeps the defense honest, and then you hope that the passing attack is something that you can turn to just as a little bit of a changeup.
Matisse Weber was awesome in that game and the kicking. I tell you, he had a pretty good night of punting and kicking.
He does, and that's what's really expected from Matisse. I think, he has now learned, been kicking for 4 years for us. But last year was really a year where, he was playing both sides of the ball. And I think coming into his senior year, he's got it in a pretty good perspective, of how to that he's not going to get the number of warm-up kicks. He's going to be a little bit leg weary, but yet I think he's just handling it better from a mental standpoint, and it sure helps, when he put the ball in the end zone on those kickoffs.
Yeah, when you have the opponent starting at the 20-yard line every time, that's a big help for the defense.
Well, you do. A lot of times, you play field position, and that having that 80 yards to go, allows us, as long as we don't give up the big long ones, to adjust as it's going down. And as it turned out, they turned the ball over down inside the 5-yard line, and it was just because we didn't long one, and they had to take one more snap, and that can always happen. You'll put it on the ground. So field position is a huge thing, and he sure gives us a lot of that with his leg.
Well, Coach, we wish you good luck up in the North Bighorn Basin against the Powell Panthers tonight, and we will see you there. This has been Coach John Scott on the Hampton Inn pregame show. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Ernie.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Moreland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Well, we've just had the national anthem here at Panther Field on our Hampton Inn pregame show, and now it's time for our Sutherland starting lineup. And with the starting lineup, here we go with Travis Gupton.
So let's start with the visiting Lander Tigers. It'll be the senior Evan Stevenson, and then the senior Joel Beaver. Both of them will be wide receivers this afternoon. Jack Pasquinelli, who we've seen a lot in the running game in the last couple of games, will be starting at running back. Brennan Stauffenberg, who had a 135-yard passing game last week, will be in the quarterback position. Gabe Harris will be running back as well. Matisse Weaver, who we had talked to Coach John Scott about in detail, he will be starting as well. Rope Glick will be starting. Caleb Hamilton, Jesse Dollard, Zame Gabrielis, and Tristan Osborne will be rounding out the Lander Tigers this evening here in Powell. And then for the home team, the Powell Panthers, it is going to be starting at quarterback Jet Swan. He is a junior. Evan Whitlock will be wide receiver. He is a sophomore. Trey Stennerson, which if you was watching the Riverton game, saw a lot of him. A very dangerous individual as well. Nathan Feller, Alex Jordan, Cody Seifert, Stephen Stambaugh, Case Bradish, Trevin Abraham. Let's see, at running back, number 48, Lannon Brazelton, and then Dylan Melton, number 70, the senior, rounds out the Powell Panthers, and that is your Sutherland starting lineups.
And we're here in Powell, Wyoming tonight. A stiff wind coming out of the north right now as the Lander Tigers re-enter the football field here at Panther Stadium. The Panthers have been out on the far side for some time, and we do have did we mention that? The fire truck with a great big Powell Panther flag over in the northeast corner. That's kind of an impressive looking sight. But the Tigers are coming into this game with some pretty good offensive firepower. The Tigers averaged 215 yards on the ground and 165 yards in the air. They average 44 points a game. And the Powell Panthers, they rush for an average of 238 yards a game. They pass for 194.5 points a game and yards a game, and they score an average of 28.5 points a game. Well, we'll be right back with the start of this evening's contest right after we listen to this on the Hampton Inn pregame show.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
We've just had the coin toss to at the 50-yard line to get the team situated as to who's going to kick off and who's going to be on defense. The Powell Panthers won the toss, and they have elected to receive, and they're going to defend the south goal. So Lander here in the first period will be kicking with the wind. It was interesting, the first coin toss, Travis, the wind caught it and blew the coin way out of the way.
The coin ended up at about the 45-yard line, and it was one of the most unique coin tosses I've ever seen.
And we're getting ready to go now. Here they've got a P over there in the letter P, I should say, and they're burning it right now. So we've got a flaming P in the northeast corner of the stadium. And on our Hampton Inn pregame show, we're off to a hot start on this cool evening.
Yeah, this is by far one of the coolest pregame introductions of a team I have seen all season long. They've got a P on fire out right across from us. The flames are the flag is flying, and here come the Panthers out on the field with the American flag and the Powell Panther flag, and they got a lot of extra people with them.
Yeah, they sure do. It looks like the junior high kids are out there, not in uniform, but with jerseys on, that came out with the Panthers. The Panthers, of course, 1-1 on the season. They defeated Riverton in their first game. They lost to Worland last week. The Tigers have one game under their belts. They defeated Green River last week. And that sets the stage. The Tigers in this non-conference game from the east and the Panthers from the west. And a really nice crowd here tonight, Travis, despite the wind and the cold, and you can hear the wind in the background. We're kind of blocked a little bit by the big Panther promo screen right behind us.
Yeah.
So, but we can still feel the wind. So now here come the Panthers out to receive, and going deep back for the Panthers is Nathan Feller, a senior. He's going to be the deep receiver, and he's going back about the 5-yard line. And to kick off is Matisse Weaver. And, of course, Matisse has the wind with him, and he has been putting that football in the end zone most of the season in our first game, so we'll see how he does with the wind. There is the whistle. Weaver is ready, and here comes his approach to the football. There's the kick. It's a high end-over-ender. It's going to come down, and it's picked up by the Panthers, Steven Stambaugh, at about the 15-yard line, and he skirts down the sideline on the left side and runs out of bounds at the 22-yard line. So it's a nice little return, and Powell's going to take over first down and 10 at the 22-yard line in their own territory. So it'll be interesting to see now what kind of offense the Panthers come out. As you heard Coach John Scott say, Travis, they like the double tight end formation.
Yeah, they like to make the defenses get really off center really quickly. They make the formations look really deceiving. It could either be a run, it could be a pass. You just don't know with the way they set up.
Schwann is in the gun in the backfield with one behind him. Throws back a long pass downfield, almost intercepted by the Tigers' Evan Stevenson. The Stevenson had beaten his receiver down the field and had got his hands on the ball. That pass was intended downfield for Alex Jordan.
Yeah, nice pass by Schwann to start off the game. Go deep early, why not? And that one was almost picked off. Evan Stevenson right there, number 2, right on Johnny on the spot. Almost got his second interception of the season.
Under center is Schwann in the I formation. 2 receivers split out wide. Handoff goes straight up the middle of the gut. Nothing doing for Steven Stambaugh as he is smothered at the line of scrimmage. And there is not going to be any gain. So no gain on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and 10 yards to go. Really excellent defensive front work there. They submarined underneath the offensive line, and there was nowhere for Stambaugh to go.
Yeah, that's a nice adjustment by Coach John Scott and the Tigers from last week.
Again, same formation in the I. Twin receivers to the right side. There's the handoff. No, it's a fake handoff and a false start. Well, I tell you what, I wondered why that was going so fast, and now I know why. They took off early. 5-yard penalty, and that brings the Panthers back to the 17-yard line. First down, 10 yards to, or it's 3rd down, 15 yards to go now.
Yeah, that's got to hurt. You was not in a good spot for 3rd down already. Now making it 3rd and 15 on your own 18. Not a good spot.
First drive in the game for the Powell Panthers. Back in the gun is Schwann. He takes a step to the left-hand side, fires downfield. It's caught short of the first down. Receiving the play is Steven Stambaugh. And coming up on the defensive side for the Lander Tigers, I believe that was, 10. That's Brennan Stauffenberg.
And I like how the Tigers swarmed. You could see them all come to the ball as soon as the ball was caught, made sure there was no way they were going for that 4th down conversion.
Then it went up to the 31-yard line, and here's the punt now coming back from the 15-yard line. Deep back for the Tigers is Stevenson. There's an end-over-end kick. He grabs it at the 40-yard line. He's at the 45, across the 45, up to about the 48, 49-yard line, and a flag comes down on the far side. That was a really late flag, and the official is turning. It's a hold against the Tigers. So the return by Stevenson was across the 50 to the Powell 48, but that's going to be negated by the penalty, a holding penalty against the Tigers. So that's going to move the ball now for Lander back inside the 40-yard line to the, they're going to put it down at the 35-yard line.
They kept moving back and kept moving back.
They marked it off from the spot of the foul. So Lander takes over. First down, 10 yards to go, and they're at their own 35-yard line. Twin receivers on the right, 2 men in the backfield, 1 man in motion. There's the handoff, and it goes straight to Gabe Harris, and Harris is collared. He didn't get much on that. The end around there didn't work very well, Travis. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Gabe Harris, one of those young men that we don't call a lot in ways of rushing. We call him more on the defensive side. Definitely want to see him get some more yards into this game because he could be a big help to this Tigers team.
2nd down, 10 yards to go, no score, 9:54 to go. First period here in Powell. Stauffenberg in the gun. Rolls to his right side, looking downfield, throws, it's caught at the 45-yard line, and guess who that was? Evan Stephenson.
Evan Stevenson with a nice catch there. Got down on his knees, scooped the ball in, made sure he was going to get it. He knew he was going to get hit, but he saw it in really nicely.
1 yard shy of the first down, third down and a yard to go. They're at their own 44-yard line. They just need to get to the 45 for a first down. Stevenson comes out wide to the right side. They're in the offset eye. Under center is Stauffenberg, and a whistle, and a false start is being called against the Tigers. I didn't see that, but someone on the interior line must have flinched.
So he actually pointed at Evan Stevenson. He pointed right at Evan and gave the false start signal, and so another penalty. And again, we talked about this in game 1, and we talked about this in week 1, the penalties that hurt the momentum of drive for the Tigers. That's one of them. Let's see how they respond.
3rd and 1 goes to 3rd and 5. Hash mark on the near side. Under center is Stauffenberg. 9 minutes to go. First period of play, no score. Under center, stop. There's the roll around to the left side. Pass downfield is caught and dropped. Incomplete pass. It'll be 4th down for the Tigers. And just missing that pass was Gabe Harris.
Yeah, Gabe Harris definitely should have had that. And he had it in his hands, and he just dropped it. He just straight up dropped it.
Well, he had pretty good defensive coverage, too. So now Matisse Weaver is on to punt. And deep back for the Panthers is Nathan Feller. And also back there, I think, is Evan Whitlock. Got 2 players deep about the 23-yard line. Matisse Weaver will be kicking from about the 30. There's the long, high snap. There's the kick. Oh, it's a boomer. It goes a little bit to the left-hand side, and we have a fair catch called for, and that was Evan Whitlock for the Panthers right at the 25-yard line. So Powell's second possession starts at the 25. There's no score in the game, 8:52 to go, first period. This will be the Panthers' second offensive possession, and so far the Tiger defense has been up to the task.
Yeah, this pace of this game has gotten off to a fever pitch. Both teams already with a 3-and-out. The Tigers had a 3rd and 1 get negated to a 3rd and 5 because of a penalty, and so that's what happens when you get penalties.
Schwann is under center in the I formation, hash mark far side. There's the snap. Handoff goes to the second man through, and I believe that again is Stambaugh. Stambaugh gets a yard maybe up to the 26-yard line, so a gain of 1 on the play. Nice gang tackling there by the Tigers. There were 4 or 5 Tigers in on that tackle.
Yeah, Coach John Scott mentioned in his pregame interview that last week Green River had opportunities to run against this Tigers defense. Looks like they've adjusted really well so far.
Same formation for Swan. Hash mark far side. There's the snap. Handoff goes on the near side. Stambaugh again, and he gets a couple of yards up to the 30-yard line, and that's going to be about all. They're actually going to mark him down at the 29, so it's a gain of 3 yards on the play. Well, I think that's over, don't you? We're going to call that the 30-yard line. So he picked up 4 yards on the play, and it is now 3rd down, and they're going to need about 6 yards for the first down, Travis.
I'll tell you right now, down at this south end, we can see better than probably anybody in the building so far. Press box a little way away from us, but down here we can see fine.
Yeah, we're about 30 yards away from the press box on the very top row at the end of the south bleachers. Same format. Going back to pass. Schwann is rushed. There's the ball knocked away and out of bounds. I think it was a forward pass, though. It's not going to be a fumble. Boy, that was tremendous rush on the play. And I believe that was Gabe Harris. Was that Gabe Harris?
It looked like Gabe Harris coming off the rush on the side, and he came unblocked, and he zoned in on Schwann so hard and took him straight down. He's lucky that went out of bounds, because that could have been dangerous.
Yeah, sure could have been. 4th down now and 6. Here's the punt. There's a nice high spiral called for a fair catch, and that's Harris. Calls for the fair catch, and he's going to have the ball down at the 30. Where are they going to call that? 35-yard line. So that's where Lander is going to take over inside their own territory at the 35. 7:21 to go here in the first period. There's no score. This is the second possession by the Tigers. They had a 3-and-out the first time, and a penalty set them back last time after they had a 3rd-and-1. It became a long play after the penalty. Okay, Tigers have single receivers out on each end. One man in the slot, one man the fullback, and the handoff goes to Pasquinelli. Pasquinelli finds a little bit of running room. He's across the 35, 40-yard line, and the gain on the play is going to be about 7 yards, 6 or 7 yards for Pasquinelli, and they're going to put him down. Well, I think that's about the 43, isn't it? We're going to give him 8 yards on the play.
Yeah, looks like they got the ball set at the 43-yard line. Nice run by Pasquinelli.
First carry by Pasquinelli. He had over 100 yards last week against Green River. Here's the snap. Handoff goes on the near side. Pasquinelli has it again. He's caught in the backfield and brought down. Not much gain, if any, there. Nice defensive pursuit. And coming up for the Powell Panthers, if he'll turn around just a little bit, Trey Stenerson on the defense. So they are going to give him 1 yard to the 44. So it is now 3rd down and a long yard to go, almost 2 yards. Ball is sitting on the 39-yard line. Or is that the 44? That's the 44-yard line, I beg your pardon. Okay, here we go, in the gun. Empty backfield, one man in the slot. There's a quick pass. It is caught by Harris, and he is right at that first down marker. I think he's got it. Yes, he does. A first down play. So that goes to the 46-yard line, a gain of 2, and the first down of the game goes to the Tigers.
And the Tigers are lucky there because that was not a clean snap. The ball was on the ground. Stauffenberg really did a good job picking that ball up and getting it to his receiver.
5:48 to go, period number 1. Tigers with their second drive, no score in the game. We're in a very chilly Powell. The Tigers have the wind to their back right now. Stauffenberg comes out under center, one man in the backfield, one man in motion is Harris. Harris gets the ball, cuts upfield, and he's knocked right down after about a yard or 2 gain. Nice run by Gabe Harris, but it didn't get much on the way of yardage. Good defensive pursuit coming in there for the Panthers, Jack Van Norman.
Yeah, they are really watching those outside runs, those pitches, those sweep runs. They are not letting anything get outside. Everything's going to stay right in front of them for this Powell Panthers team. 3rd
down for the Lander Valley Tigers, 4:58 to go, first quarter, no score. Tigers have Pasquinelli in the backfield, one man in the slot, wide receivers on each side, and now we have a motion penalty against the Tigers, and that'll set them back, and that time Matisse Weaver took off just a bit early.
Yeah, the fever pitch for this game is giving both of these teams, it seems just a little bit too anxious to get off their line and get into their motions. That's the second false start penalty that I can remember for the Tigers early on in this game, and Powell has had one. So both teams just need to take a deep breath and let's get into this game, because that is not something that if you're Coach John Scott, you're going to take much of.
Line of scrimmage is now the 44 on the near hash mark on the west side of the field. All right, we've got 2 men in the backfield on an offset I, pro look formation. Harris in motion. Pitch goes to Harris in the backfield. He's got a little bit of running room, and he gets back up to about the original line of scrimmage before he's pulled down. I think he's down at the 45-yard line, so that'll be only a gain of a yard. He did a lot of running that time, but only picked up 1 yard downfield. 3rd down and 11 yards to go now.
Crowd getting loud and proud for this Powell Panthers team. Lander is they're used to playing in a hostile environment. Last week in Green River, they were as loud as they can get.
About 46 Lander fans are all across the way. I just counted them here a few minutes ago. In the gun, Stauffenberg rolls to his right side, looking downfield. There's the throw out of bounds. He just threw it away. All the receivers were fairly well covered, Evan Whitlock was out there on coverage. Also on coverage, Trey Stenerson. And I think he was looking for even Evan Stevenson. But he was very well covered, and it's 4th down. And here we go with the second punt now by Matisse Weaver.
Yeah, Gabe Harris was in the vicinity, but it was a nice play by Brendan Stauffenberg. Don't try to create something that ain't there. Just throw it away and live to find another down.
And that's what he did. Deep back for the Panthers, Trey Stenerson at about the 20-yard line on the near side. Just under 4 minutes to go here. First period, no score. Kind of a chilly night here in Powell.
Yes, it is. Absolutely. The wind is crazy.
There's the kick. Oh, it goes straight up in the air, and it's going to come down, and picking up the football is Nathan Feller. Fair catch, and he's going to have it at the 13-yard line. And that's where the Powell Panthers are going to take over. First down and 10 at their own 13, and they will be going right into the wind. A curious decision by them to take the south end of the field on this first period, but they'll be with the wind the second period. Tigers come out in that 4-4 defensive front. Panthers break the huddle up to the line of scrimmage. Schwann has it. He is in the gun. 2 running backs beside him. There's the handoff. Goes to the second man through. He's got a little bit of running room, and that's Stanbaugh. And Stanbaugh picks up a nice chunky yardage there, Travis. He gets up to the 29-yard line. So that's a gain of 9 yards on the gain of 5 yards on the play, but I see Laundry on the field.
Yep, I see Laundry on the field too, partner. And again, that is a nice run. That is how this Powell Panthers team works. They do really well to make you second-guess your defensive schemes, and they're going to call a face mask on the Tigers.
Boy, that's going to hurt. The Tigers are been penalized 3 times in the game. It's not a flagrant face mask. It goes up to the 24-yard line on that penalty, and it's a first down for the Powell Panthers. 1st and 10 at the 24, hash mark near side of the field. 3:40 to go, first period, no score in the game. Here in a windy and chilly Powell Panther field in the northern Bighorn Basin. And there's the gun. Back to pass is Schwann. Pass downfield out of bounds, and it goes intended for Stenerson. And nice defense on the play. Defending for the Tigers was Joel Beaver.
Yeah, Joel Beaver right there, Johnny on the spot. And Schwann, that's his 3rd incompletion in a row. And that one just sailed on him. He could not reach up and grab that one at all.
Well, he threw it right into the force of that wind. The American flag here in the south end zone is going straight out. So we've got a really nice wind here, maybe 15, 20 miles an hour. Back again in the gun. There's the clap and the snap, and the handoff goes right up the middle to Case Bradish. Bradish gets maybe a yard on the play. We're going to give him the 25-yard line. It's right on the 25. So first carry by Bradish, and it goes for 1 yard. 3rd down now for Powell. 3:10 to go. First period, no score. Here in the evening, it's been a beautiful setting. We have agricultural fields on 3 sides of us here, and the school is to the south side of us. We're on the east side of Powell, right next to what looks like a pretty good alfalfa field that's already been harvested. A lot of round bales out there. Okay, here's the snap by Schwann. Back to pass. He's rushed, and the pass is caught. That was a great rush on the play by Gabe Harris, who made him hurry the throw, and the pass was completed, but only for 3 or 4 yards. So it goes to the 30-yard line. Well, we're going to give him 5 yards on that, but they're going to have to punt it away. So Powell will punt. Coming in to do the punting chores, Dawson Griffin. 2:17 to go, first period, no score. Deep back for the Tigers is Stevenson. There's the long end-over-end kick, and that's not Stevenson. He fumbles the ball. Powell recovers. That's Gabe Harris back there.
Yeah, that was just a muffed kick by Gabe Harris. And Powell with a nice recovery. Now Powell has got some momentum to work with here as we enter the late stages of this first quarter with 2:03 left.
And they're at the 43-yard line inside Lander territory on the muffed punt reception by Gabe Harris. And that ball was really a rocket. It was spinning round and round and came down, hit him in the hands, and bounced right away. And Powell was right there to cover it. So 1st down and 10 inside Lander territory. First time Powell's been in Tiger territory tonight. They come in the I. Jet Schwan under center. One man split out wide to the right side. There's the snap. Handoff goes, right up the middle of the gut. Then it goes to Stambaugh, and he goes nowhere. He's stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And coming up off the bottom of that line for the Tigers was Tristan Osborne, big number 77. Made a great stop on the play, no gain. 43 is the yard line. And we're down to 90 seconds to go here in the first period of play. Powell moving from right to left on Panther Field. Under center. There's the handoff again. Goes to Stambaugh. Oh, what a tackle that was. Great tackle by the Tigers. Zion Gabrieles just stopped him dead in his tracks. No gain on the play. 43 is the yard line. 3rd and 10 for the Powell Panthers. Boy, that was some hit.
That was a nasty hit. That was the irresistible force meeting the immovable object. He just stopped.
1 minute to go now in the first period of play. Splitting out wide to the right is Stenerson. He's the only receiver out there. One tight end in on the left side in the I formation. Schwan fakes the handoff. Is going to throw downfield. Long pass downfield into the end zone. No! And there's no flag on the play. And that was Stevenson on the defense, I believe. Was that 2 or 7?
That looks like number
2.
Yeah, that's Evan Stevenson using his height advantage there, and he got away with one there. That looked really close to a pass interference call.
Well, the fans in Powell will agree with you, and they are expressing their feelings. It'll be 4th down. Coming in to punt now is Schwan. He's the quarterback and the punter. And going back is Gabe Harris for the Tigers. Tigers quickly getting up to the defensive line of scrimmage. The punt is low, or the kick is a long boomer. It's going to go bouncing at the 5-yard line, and it's down about the 5. And we do have a penalty. Do we have a roughing the
If we do, it looked like it. And if we do, because number 37 over there for Lander, I believe is that Gabe Harris?
No, he's 27. 37 is Matisse Weaver.
Matisse Weaver was talking to the official, and I don't know.
Well, they're bringing the ball back. So that punt flag is, roughing the passer or kicker against Lander. And, boy, this is the 4th penalty against the Tigers. And they're going to mark it off from the line of scrimmage. And there's the mark off, and it's going to go to a 1st down.
That's a 1st down, yeah.
For the Panthers, and it's at the 32-yard line. 1st down on the penalty. Well, I tell you, the Tigers' penalties, it's the 4th one. They're really being hurt by their penalties. There's only been 1 penalty on the Panthers so far.
Yeah, this is helping out Powell so much with 29 seconds left in this first quarter. They are getting closer and closer to breaking this end zone.
Full house look in the backfield. There's the handoff to Bradish. Bradish goes ahead for some yardage. And it looks like he's down to the 25-yard line. It's kind of hard to see from here. He's at the 26-yard line. So that's a gain of 6 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down, 6 yards to go. 5 seconds to go. Will they get the playoff? Yes, they do. There's the handoff. Comes on the near side, and carrying the ball again is Bradish. And Bradish gets another 1st down for Powell, and he is inside the 20-yard line. I believe, or is it right on the 20? It's right on the 20-yard line, so that's a gain of 6 yards on the play and a first down. That's the end of the first period of play. There's no score. Lander and Powell at 0.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare has clinics located in Arapahoe, Ethity, and Riverton. We provide family medical services along with dental, optometry, behavioral health, physical and occupational therapy, and more. Our in-house lab and pharmacy at all locations make for a one-stop primary healthcare center for your healthcare needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare is striving for a stronger, healthier community because Wind River cares. More information can be found at windrivercares.com.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Yeah, they get fourth quarter. Back again, Ernie Over and Travis Gupton here at Panther Field in Powell. The Panthers will have a first down, 10 yards to go at the Lander 20-yard line, and that was helped by 2 penalties in this drive. They had them stopped, but the penalties, roughing the kicker, and then a holding penalty. There's the carrier, and another flag comes out. Hardly maybe a yard or two. They mark it down at the 22, and now there's another 2 flags come out. Oh, I think we're going to have an unsportsmanlike here, perhaps on Lander. It happened in the Lander backfield. Another penalty. Coach John Scott is out on the field with his hands on his hips. Let's see what the call is. We have 3 flags on the field.
There is not a flag in any pocket of a referee right now. Not one.
All of them are on the field. Big conference going on at the 20. This is against the Tigers. This is going to give Powell a first and goal. Let's wait for the call, though. Just second quarter just started 5 seconds ago.
Coach John Scott is looking intently.
We have a holding against Powell. Okay, so what are the 2 flags in the Lander backfield for? And a dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike conduct against
both teams.
So they
literally
marched it back 10 yards, and then they marched it the other way 10 yards. So we're going to start again. First and 10. What? They are marked it off 15 against Lander.
Okay.
So it's at the 15-yard line now on the penalty, and it'll be 2nd and 15. It was a dead ball penalty. So the run did count. So it's a 5-yard gain on the play by Stambaugh. 2 receivers split out now on the right side for the Powell Panthers. 1 man in the backfield. Here's the quarterback rolling. He is rushed. The pass is incomplete. Penalty. Oh, and there's a flag another flag on the field. Boy, this has been a lot of laundry, Travis.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a
pass
interference. I don't know who it's going to be on. It's going to be on Lander. I know that, but I didn't see who it was. And Coach Brennan Stauffenberg just put his hands up in the air like, I don't know what to do at this point.
No, Brennan isn't the coach. He's the quarterback.
Here you go.
You're thinking of Coach Scott. Here's the play. Penalty against Lander. Pass interference. So now this is the 3rd penalty against the Tigers. It's inside to the 8-yard line. First down, goal to go for the Powell Panthers. 11:50 to go, and timeout is called by Lander, and they're going to try to calm this team down. 6 consecutive penalties against the Tigers.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Well, Travis, that was a very good timeout by John Scott after 6 consecutive penalties by the Tigers. And Powell now first and goal at the 7-yard line.
Yeah, they're really benefiting off of the penalties, and we can't. They're penalties from Lander, and they're penalties that they're not normal. They're not like this team should be doing.
Okay, first and goal at the 7-yard line. They're in the eye. Under center is the quarterback Schwann. There's the handoff, goes to the first man through, and he's stopped right away. Maybe a yard on the play, maybe 2. They're going to give him to the 5-yard line, so that will be 3 yards on the play. And I believe that was, again, Stambaugh, Steven Stambaugh, who's a senior running back. Well, no, they only give him 1 yard on the play. They put the ball down at the 6. So it's a second and goal now for the 6. Twin receivers on the right side. Now one man in the slot on the right side. No one in the backfield. Here's the throw. Comes down on the near side. Oh, great defensive play by the Tigers. Winetsky gets the handoff or the pass, but he gets nowhere. Great defensive percent. Calabrales was in on that one. Calabrales. And there's a loss on the play of 2 yards. So it goes back to the 8-yard line. Nice defensive play by the Tigers as they smelled that one out.
They've got the ball on the 3, do they not? Am I looking at
that? I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the 3-yard line. I apologize. They got so many lines out here on the field for soccer. I counted the second line as the goal. So it's at the 3-yard line.
This is a big third down for the Tigers right here.
Twin receivers on one side, one man in motion now to the right. Back to pass, Schwann in the end zone. Broken up, no good. Intended that time for Case Bradish. And Bradish, the pass was right there, hit him in the hands. It's 4th down. Are we going to have a field goal attempt here from the 3?
It looks
we
like
have a bunch of new players coming out.
Looks like it.
So Jet Schwann will be holding. And kicking is Stambaugh. And it's going to be from the 8-yard line. It'll be an 18-yard field goal attempt. This is almost like an extra point. There's the kick. It's up, and it's good. Okay, so Stambaugh gets the field goal, and Powell now on the scoreboard. And it's Powell 3, Lander nothing.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
10-12 to go, first period. It was a 12-play, 36-yard drive, a 23-yard field goal by Stambaugh, and Powell now has a 3-0 lead on our WYO Today scoreboard. Stambaugh to kick off now for the Panthers. There's the high end-over-end kick, and it's coming down to Harris at the 8-yard line. He comes at the center of the field. He's got a little bit of running room. He breaks away from one. He breaks away from another. He's down inside the 50, down to the 40-yard line. And do we have more laundry on the field? Yes, we do. Or is that, yeah. We have more laundry on the field. It's at the 35-yard line. It's against the Tigers. 7th consecutive penalty against Lander.
And the coaches on the sideline for Lander are not happy, to say the least.
That was a great return by Gabe Harris all the way down to the 40-yard line inside Powell territory. Now they're going to bring it back, and Lander's going to have a penalty, and they're going to mark it all the way back from the 25-yard line, and it's going to go all the way back to the 15. So instead of having it at the 40-yard line inside Powell territory, the Tigers will start at their own 15. 7 consecutive penalties by the Tigers. This is not the way to start a good football game.
They're lucky right now to be down only 3-0 with the amount of penalties they've had.
There's the pitch, goes to Pasquinelli. Pasquinelli's got some running room on the far side. He's across the 25, across the 30-yard line, and he's going to be marked right out of bounds at the 30. That's a 15-yard gain by Jack Pasquinelli, and the Tigers on that little sweep to the right side have got a 1st and 10.
That's the first time that the Tigers have been able to get outside and get around that defense of Powell. Nice run by Pasquinelli.
9:46 to go, first period, 3-0 Powell on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. Twin receivers on each side, one man in the backfield is Pasquinelli. Under center, Stauffenberg. Handoff to Pasquinelli, straight up the middle of the field, across the 35, down to about the 37, 38-yard line. Let's see where they're going to mark him at the 37, so that's a 7-yard gain by Jack Pasquinelli. And it'll be 2nd down, about 4 yards to go. Clock moving, 9:14 to go, first period. Lander trails 3-0, and they're on the move right now after a 1st down. Tigers break the huddle. Twin receivers on each side. Pasquinelli in the backfield, and the quarterback Stauffenberg in the gun. Goes back to pass. There's a pass caught downfield by Stevenson. And that's going to be a 1st down for the Tigers. And they're going to mark it at the, where is it, the 44-yard line or 45?
It's right at the 45.
Yeah, it's right at the 45. So that's a nice gain of 8 yards on the play. 2nd 1st down of this drive. 8:48 to go, 3-0 Powell, first half. Tigers on the hash mark far side.
Evan Stevenson showing me a little something here this evening. He had that interception in the game against Green River last week. 2 really good completions this week, and a big 1st down to get the momentum back on Lander's side.
Single receiver on the left side. Pasquinelli in the backfield with Stauffenberg. Harris in motion. Harris gets the call. He squirts up the middle of the field. He's at the 40, the 35, the 30. He breaks away. 15-yard line. Great run that time by Gabe Harris. Do you see any laundry on the field?
I'm looking. I'm looking.
The Tigers have run a play without a penalty. Everybody 7 in the game so far.
Everyone stopped for a moment to look for the laundry on the field, but a nice run by Gabe Harris. And now Lander really looking at their first real possibility to get some points this game.
Tigers 1st down, 10 yards to go at the 19-yard line of Powell. Here comes the play in from the sideline. Stauffenberg in the huddle delivers the news. Hash mark on the near side. Tigers moving from right to left here at Panther Stadium. Twin receivers off to the right side. One receiver off to the left, and Stauffenberg calls timeout. The Tigers' 2nd timeout of the first half comes at the 8:26 mark with Powell leading 3-0.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
Okay, Tigers have it 1st and 10. It's at the 19-yard line. Tigers have taken their second time out. Now they come back out of the huddle. Football's almost in the center of the field. Go ahead.
I was going to say, it looks like the same formation as before, but now Stauffenberg in the gun except for under center.
And we have Matisse Weaver and Jack Pasquinelli in the backfield. Pro look. Back to pass to Stauffenberg. Pass on the near side is caught by Pasquinelli. He's down out of bounds just before the goal line.
What a screen pass by Stauffenberg. Nicely done.
And it goes all the way down. I'm trying to see where they're going to mark the ball, Travis.
It looks like from my vantage point it's at the 3.
I think you're right.
They're putting the 4 on the scoreboard.
They're putting the 4 on the scoreboard. So it goes down to the 4, and that is a 15-yard play on that screen pass. Okay, Tigers come out. 1st down, goal to go from the Powell 4-yard line. Same formation. Pasquinelli to Stauffenberg's right. In the slot. Here's the handoff. Pasquinelli straight ahead, and he gets
nowhere.
No, looks like no gain on the play. You're right. Or no, he does get some yardage. They've moved it down to the let me put the glasses on this.
They're going to give him a yard down to the 3.
Yeah, they're going to give him a yard to the 3. So a 1-yard gain by Pasquinelli. Here comes Stauffenberg into the huddle with the play from Coach John Scott. They're on the hash mark near side of the field. Tigers come up.
Looks like they're going to go jumbo package.
Yeah, pro look in the backfield. There's Stauffenberg back to pass into the end zone. Whoa, way overthrown. Intended for Stevenson. And it went, they say intended for Harris. Harris and Stevenson were both right there. You know, you mentioned that we had the Flaming P for Powell at the beginning of the game, and it's still on fire.
It's still on fire.
It's the base, but it's still on fire. So no gain on the play at the 3. A rollout that time by Stauffenberg. He gets the play from the sideline back into the huddle now.
I don't expect Stauffenberg to throw this ball on a 3rd and 2 down 3-0. Points are at a premium.
He's under center. Pro look in the backfield. Handoff Pasquinelli. Pasquinelli at the goal line, and he stopped just short of the goal line. They are going to mark him. Let's see where the football is. It is inches away from the goal line.
It's 4th and 1 at the 1-foot line.
Yeah, it is very, very close to a touchdown. So that was a 2-yard gain by Pasquinelli. Tigers undoubtedly are going to go for it here. Lander comes up to the line of scrimmage. 2 men on the backfield, under center. Handoff goes to Matisse Weaver, and Weaver is
in.
Touchdown, Lander, their first score of the game. And it's Matisse Weaver who takes it in for the Tigers. And Lander now takes the lead 6-3 on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. Let's see, that was a 9-play drive that goes 85 yards.
And Matisse almost did not make that. He had to go for a second oomph to be able to get it across the line.
6:50 to go, first period. Weaver for the extra point. The kick is up, high enough, long enough, and it's good enough. And Lander 7 and Powell 3. 6:50 to go, period number 1.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
A 9-play, 85-yard drive by the Lander Tigers. They take the lead 7-3 on a 1-yard run by Matisse Weaver, who then added the point after touchdown. And Weaver now is teeing the ball up at the 40-yard line and will be kicking it off. And deep back for Powell. I can't see their numbers. It's so dark down on that end of the field. We are exact opposite end of the field from where the players are, and that's going to be number 12. So that is Nathan Feller is the deep man back, and also Evan Whitlock is back there. Okay, Weaver approaches the football. There's the kick. Whoa, what a boomer. And it's going to go out of the end zone. And the Powell Panthers will have it. First down, 10 yards to go at the 20-yard line, and that was into the wind.
Yeah, that almost ended up in the horses field across the way from us.
Yeah, the horse pasture. Okay, here we go. Powell Panthers come out. First down, 10 yards to go. They're at their own 20-yard line. Let me put the glasses on this. We're on the very end of the home bleachers. We're right at the 20-yard line, so looking across the field to the other 20, we're quite a ways away from the play. Okay, here's the quarterback in the gun. There's the clap, the snap. He's going to pass. Pass is tipped, but it's caught. Caught that time by Trace Stenerson. Stenerson gets the pass, and he gets a couple of yards, not that much, up to the 22-yard line, a 2-yard gain by Stenerson on that pass play. Tigers almost blocked that pass. Matter of fact, I thought one of the defenders got a hand on it as it left the quarterback Schwann's hand. Second down, 8 yards to go. Schwann back to pass. Long pass is caught and dropped at the 30-yard line. And that was Trey Stenerson. Yes, Trey Stenerson and Harris on defense for the Tigers.
Schwann going to his favorite target in Stenerson. He had multiple completions in the game against Riverton. That's turning into one of Schwann's favorite targets.
6:10 to go until halftime. Lander with a 7-3 lead on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. Twin receivers on each side, one man in the backfield. Schwann in the gun. Takes 3 steps back, looks to his right, throws, it's incomplete. Too low on the play, and it was intended that time for Alex Jordan. And, if that ball would have been a little higher, that would have been a completion on a first down, but there were no Tigers there, but the ball was underthrown. So now Powell has to punt it away on 4th down.
Yeah, that was a quick 3-and-out for these Powell Panthers. 6:06 left in the first half. And I was trying to see, I believe that's Gabe Harris sitting at the 40-yard line ready to receive this punt. Yeah,
from Schwann, there's the snap. The soccer-style kick goes straight up in the air, and it's going to land and take a Lander bounce at about the 42-yard or about the 32-yard line. So that's where Lander will take over. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. We have 5:56 to go here. First half of play. Lander 7, Powell 3 on our WRTA. No, I'm sorry. That was basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, on our WyoToday.com scoreboard.
You scared me.
I beg your pardon on that. Okay, here come the Tigers out. The hash mark is on the near side of the field. They've got the play in. And here come the Tigers to the line of scrimmage. Pasquinelli, the only runner in the backfield. Weaver in the slot. on the right side. 2 receivers on the far side. Handoff Pasquinelli. He does the sweep. Pasquinelli breaks 1 tackle, but he doesn't break the second, but he's up near the 40-yard line. I think they're going to call him down at the 38. Yeah, it's down at the 38-yard line. Gain of 6 yards on the play for Jack Pasquinelli. Tigers second down and 4 yards to go. Clock moving at 5.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Tigers leading 7-3.
And if you're Lander, you're definitely wanting to score here because remember, they are going to receive the ball at the second half.
And the Tigers, the wind is stopped here at Panther Field. The flag is limp here on the south end. There's the handoff to Pasquinelli. He breaks 1 tackle, breaks another. He's at the 50-yard line, the 45, the 40. He's down to the 32-yard line inside Panther territory. And looks like coming up and making the stop was Case Brady. Great play by Pasquinelli.
Yeah, good run by Pasquinelli. That's his second or third, actually, of 10 or more yards rushing already this afternoon.
Okay, so that was a gain, 38, that's 12, and 16 is what, 28 yards?
That works for me.
28-yard gain on the play for the Tigers. They're inside Powell territory now at the 34-yard line. 4:49 to go, first period. Tigers leading 7-3 on our WIO Today scoreboard. Whistle, and we have a timeout called by the Tigers. That's their third and final timeout of the half. And we're going to take it with them. We'll be right back.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Well, in Riverton, Evanston now with a 14-7 lead over Riverton, and in Kemmerer. Kemmerer has defeated the Thermopolis Bobcats 44-26. Harris in motion off to the right. Stauffenberg in the gun. Stops, looks to his left, throws. He's got a man open. It's intercepted by the Powell Panthers. Intercepted downfield, and I believe, let's see, I can't see the number. Can you see the number? They've got black uniforms. I think it was number 2.
I see a 2, yeah.
Yeah, Evan Whitlock with the interception. So an INT, and that ball was just a little underthrown. And so the Tigers give up an excellent scoring chance, and the ball is down where? At the 10-yard line?
They're going to put it at the 10-yard line, yes, sir.
Okay, it's at the 10-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. They ruled it an interception.
And Whitlock read Stauffenberg's eyes so well. He ran the route better than the receiver did.
Okay, Powell has it, first down, 10 yards to go. I've got to get the glasses in on this so I can see the numbers.
And when he says glasses, for everybody who doesn't have a clue what he's talking about, it's binoculars.
It's binoculars. Okay, here we come out. Schwann is in the gun. Takes the snap. Handoff goes to the first man through. Nothing doing. Great defensive pursuit that time. And coming in on the stop is that a 31 or a 37? It's Matisse Weaver.
Yes, that is Matisse with the tackle for sure.
And Caden Rowan was in on that as well. And the gain on the play is 1 yard. No, it's a 1 yard loss. So it's back to the 9-yard line. Great defensive pursuit by the Tigers. Okay, here we go up to the line of scrimmage. Single receivers out on each side. Swan in the gun. Power look in the backfield. Here's the pass, and it's caught downfield, and Stevenson is right there with the catch on the play is Trey Stenerson. Yeah. And Stenerson picks up a few yards. Matter of fact, boy, does he have a first down? No, they're gonna give him a first down, so it's gonna go to the 23-yard line. Nice, a gain of 14 yards on the play. First down, 10 yards to go for Powell at 3.5 minutes to go in the first half of play. Lander leading 7-0 on our WYO Today scoreboard. Why do I keep saying that?
I don't know.
Probably because they were a sponsor for like 8 years. Okay, there's the snap. It's fumbled in the backfield, and Schwann is smothered. Boy, that was a really high snap. It bounced straight up in the air, as you saw on the video if you're watching, and the ball came right down. It's a loss on the play of a yard back to the 22. Boy, I tell you what, Powell dodged a bullet right there. That easily could have been a turnover.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Schwann. He tipped it to himself and grabbed a hold of it and was able to keep the ball in Powell's possession with 2:50 and counting left.
Okay, full house look here in the backfield now. Schwann has a man in the slot. There's the snap, back to pass. There's the pass, and it's knocked away, incomplete. Nice defensive play by the Tigers and a really sharply thrown ball, Travis.
Yeah, and I don't really know who he was throwing it to. It kind of got thrown into the middle of a pile and right on the line of scrimmage, and it ends up being a third down now with 2:37 left in the first half.
Clock is stopped with the incompleted pass. Lander leading 7-3 here at Panther Field.
This is a big third down for the Tigers.
Huge third down. One man in the slot, one man on each side, two men in the backfield. Schwann gets the slap. Long pass downfield is caught and dropped. Oh, that could have been 6. And that was Stenerson, I think. Or was it?
That's number 10.
Number 10, Stenerson.
That's Stenerson. That's the second drop that he just doesn't make those often. In the tape that I saw against Riverton, he was pretty sure anytime the ball went his direction. I kind of wonder, could the cold be affecting the catches?
Be. Well, he tried that pattern across the front of the defense, and I tell you, if he would have caught it, that would have been major yardage. Okay, Schwann back to punt. There's the punt. It's a high one, but it kind of goes off the left side, and catching it and downing it right away for the Tigers is Gabe Harris. And now he gets up. Looks like he might have had a hammy there or something. Maybe he's got a cramp. I don't know. The ball is down at the 43-yard line. And that's where the Tigers will have it, at the 43-yard line in their own territory. 2:25 to go. Now Harris is back. I think that's a cramp. Didn't you think so?
It was kind of weird because Gabe got up and then went back down and then got up again and went back down again.
And now he's up and walks, actually runs over to the sideline. So the Tigers have 2.5 minutes, basically, 2:25 to go until halftime with a 4-point lead in the game, 7-3 on our WyoToday.com scoreboard.
There you go, partner. I think Brennan, Stauffenberg, and the Tigers need to be very methodical here with the 2:25 left in the first half. You're getting the ball in the second half. Don't do anything that gives Powell momentum going into halftime.
Twin receivers on each side. Pasquinelli in the backfield. Handoff goes to Pasquinelli. He's got a little bit of a hole down across the 45-yard line to about the 47-yard line. So that'll be a 4-yard gain on the play for Jack Pasquinelli off left tackle.
Yeah, I don't expect any kind of crazy passes or anything. This could be just running it for the next 2 minutes.
2:07 to go. Lander 7, Powell 3 here at Panther Field on a very chilly night in Powell, and the winds kick back up. This time it's coming from the northwest. Same formation for the Tigers. In the slot is Matisse Weaver. There's the pitch to Pasquinelli. He's caught in the backfield, but he gets away from one. Doesn't get away from another, but I think he still got positive yardage. Look, they're going to mark him. Line of scrimmage was the 47, and I think that's where they're going to mark it. No gain on the play. So Pasquinelli, no gain on the play as the Panthers have read that one. It was student body left on that tackle.
Yeah, absolutely. Powell did really well there to get Pasquinelli contact before he could get past the line of scrimmage and then swarm the ball.
Third down for the Tigers. They need 6 for the first down. Harris in motion. There's Stauffenberg. He rolls out to the left-hand side. Now he stops, reverses direction, tackled behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss all the way back to the 42-yard line, and it'll be fourth down for the Tigers with under a minute to go, and Powell calls timeout with 53 seconds to go, and the Tigers have fourth down. And it looks like we'll take a little break here and be right back.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Well, the Harvest Moon, Travis, has just appeared over the Bighorns there on the east side of Powell. They're a Harvest Moon, a full moon. And coming into punt is Matisse Weaver. He'll kick it off from about the 34, 35-yard line. 2 receivers deep for Powell. Let's see what he does here. One of the Panthers racing to get off the field. Here's the high snap and the kick. It's a boomer. It's going to go up in the air and down. It takes us a big Tiger bounce. It's at the 20. It's at the 15, 16-yard line, and that's where it's down with 46 seconds to go. So Powell gets the ball, and we're going to have to wait to see where the chain gang sets up because it's hard to see the lines from here. I think that is the
it looks like
18-yard line. So that's where Powell will start. First down and 10 yards to go with 46 seconds, and I fully expect Schwann to air it out here. You know, that last pass to Stenerson, if he would have caught that, that would have been a huge gainer, but it went off his hands, and maybe because of the cold weather. I noticed the receivers are all wearing orange gloves. Powell, of course, black and orange, their colors in black uniforms tonight with orange letters. There's a snap back to Schwann. Long pass downfield is way overthrown at the 40-yard line. Intended that time for Nathan Feller. It goes incomplete, and it's 2nd and 10 with 41 seconds.
See, Powell has 2 timeouts in this first half. So really you don't need to do anything absolute crazy. The middle of the field is wide open. You can still call your timeouts. Just make smart plays and don't give Lander the opportunity to score if you're Powell.
Twin receivers on each side. One man in the backfield. Schwann in the gun. Stops. Rolls to his left side. Looking downfield, but he's going to be caught and dragged down. Great defensive play by the Tigers. And was that Joel Beaver?
That was a nice pursuit by Joel Beaver. Yes, it was.
Yeah, Joel Beaver got that play. Timeout with 24 seconds to go. Powell takes another timeout. And the play that time lost a yard. It's third down, and they're at the 19-yard line. So, well, we'll be right back after we listen to this commercial.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Well, it's a consensus that Travis and I believe they're roasting marshmallows over there where that where that flaming pea was at the beginning of the game. It's still on fire over there, so maybe they're making s'mores over there by the fire truck.
I will see you after the game if that's the case.
Okay, here's a big 3rd down and 11 play. Schwann all alone in the backfield. Everyone else is out. Here's the snap, and it's straight ahead, nothing doing. Boy, I tell you what, I thought for a second he was going to do a quick kick, but Schwann goes ahead for about 3 yards. He's at the 20-yard line. So a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 4th down, and the clock is going to run off on the first half. 3, 2, 1. There's the horn. The first half is over. The Lander Valley Tigers 7, the Powell Panthers 3. We'll be back with our halftime show right after this.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County School Athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Welcome back, everyone. 7-3 is the Lander lead over the Powell Panthers as we are in halftime. As you can hear or see the Powell marching band on the field, and they're playing one of my favorite cartoons growing up, Mr. Ernie.
Yeah, the Flintstones.
The Flintstones.
Yeah, yabba dabba doo.
So let's take a quick look at some of the scores from around Fremont County. The final score from Kimmerer, 44-26, Kimmerer over Thermopolis. Evanston has opened up a huge lead over Riverton with 7:34 left in that game. It is 27-7 Evanston. And let's see, what else am I missing? At our game, it is 7-3 in a low-scoring affair. And there are other games that have gone on.
Did we get we got a final Snake River and Du Bois, didn't we?
That is correct. I did not get that one. You had that one, but I know that Du Bois fell.
Yeah, Snake River won that game by a couple of touchdowns. It was played at Du Bois in a game that you heard earlier on KTAK. Well, Yabba Dabba Doo, the Flintstones theme song, they're not marching. They just went out in formation. Now they're playing directly at it. It's nice music, though.
Right, yeah. And we also talked about, we got notification from Sean O'Brate, the sports writer and new sports director for Wyote Today Media, that Lander and Riverton both won conference championships in golf, and congratulations to both the Tigers and the Wolverines for those conference championships. Now, tomorrow, Sean and I will be in Ethity as we cover a cross-country meet for Wyoming Indian. Wyoming Indian obviously is where the state tournament will be, or state meet will be held. And so join Sean and I. We're going to be there at about noon, I guess, noon-ish for the meet, as Ernie is sitting beside me directing the band. We have 10.
It's the Powell fight song, so.
We have 10:56 left until the third quarter starts. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we will run over halftime stats. Again, 7-3, Lander leads over Powell. You're listening to Tiger Football.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare has clinics located in Arapahoe, Ethity, and Riverton. We provide family medical services along with dental, optometry, behavioral health, physical and occupational therapy, and more. Our in-house lab and pharmacy at all locations make for a one-stop primary healthcare center for your healthcare needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare is striving for a stronger, healthier community because Wind River cares. More information can be found at windrivercares.com.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do.
Hauling ass, heading south, down the road in a gold Cadillac, coupe de ville.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Welcome back, everyone. 7-3, Lander leads over Powell. We are at the half, and we're going to run down some quick stats for you. They're pretty simple. The scoring has been at a premium in this first half, with Lander scoring the only touchdown of the game and Powell kicking a field goal early to make it a 7-3 game. Jack Pasquinelli, partner doing what Jack Pasquinelli does well.
Yep,
He's got 87 yards rushing in the first half. Harris is got 34 yards. Weaver has the one touchdown, and it was the only carry he's gotten, and it's the only yards he's gotten. It's
That's
just
right.
1 yard. And Stauffenberg last game had a really good passing game. Tonight, not so much. It's been he's got 16 yards on passing, and it's been 4 for 16 yards. The two catches and the two receptions that he's got is to the same guy, in Evan Stevenson, who's got 16 yards. And that is really how the Tigers have sat. And really, after having so many penalties, partner, they're lucky to be able to sit here with a 7-3 lead at the half.
They had 7 penalties in a row, and 2 of those were big ones, too. And one of them wiped out a beautiful kick return down to the 40-yard line in Powell territory and marched it all the way back to the 15 from where the spot of the foul was. But, yeah, 7 penalties against the Tigers and 2 against the Powell Panthers. I put the binoculars on where that burning letter P was, and I've discovered it's not the burning P at all. They have it's disintegrated, or they've moved it. But that is one of those portable fire grills down there, and there's a whole bunch of people standing around it. And I think the reason that they are doing that is that the weather in Powell right now is 53 degrees. It's mostly clear, and there's a breeze blowing from the northwest. And that great big banner, the big Powell banner held up by the fire truck there, is just about straight out. So the wind has picked up again. And unfortunately, our harvest moon has disappeared between clouds here on the east side. We are surrounded by agricultural fields. This is a beautiful setting here in Powell. The new high school was built on the east side of town. And I say new high school. I think it's about 7 or 8 years old now. But, it's a beautiful setting here in Powell. Of course, the home of Northwest College. And a lot of agriculture in this area. Just a really, really nice setting for a football game tonight.
Yeah, it's been a very beautiful night. No rain. When we were coming up here, we went through rain, we went through wind, and then we got up here to Powell, and it was pretty clear, pretty nice. It's cold, but, I mean, we're in Wyoming. I'm used to it by now.
Yeah. Yeah, this is probably the coldest night that we've had this summer. It's pretty chilly, and of course we had 90-degree weather here on Thursday, and now it's into the 50s. So that's a 40-degree temperature drop, and that's pretty dramatic. I was saying, we didn't have a fall this year; we had a plummet.
Right. Yeah, it has. It's gotten cold. But we are at 5 minutes, 25 seconds left until the end of the halftime. Again, Lander leads 7-3. And, partner, one of the things that I'm noticing is despite having the penalties, despite having really nothing showing statistically besides Jack Pasquinelli, Lander defensively is doing what they need to do to keep Powell out of the end zone.
Yeah, they certainly are. And I tell you, the field goal came after those 6 straight penalties. It was just unbelievable that Powell marched all the way down the field on Lander penalties, and they only got a field goal out of it. So that was a good break. And now, here at the start of the second half, Travis, Lander will get the ball first.
Yeah, that's a big thing. As I've mentioned a couple times already, these points are coming at a premium. And for Lander to come out and get a score here to start the second half, that could be huge.
You're listening to Lander Tiger football, Lander Valley Tiger football on KFCW 93.1 in Riverton and on YO Today YouTube. So thank you for joining us today for the broadcast, and we'll be back with our second half and maybe a few more comments right after this.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes. From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now. Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Ernie Over and Travis Gupton back in Powell, Wyoming, where the Lander Valley Tigers have a 4-point lead at halftime. Lander 7 and Powell 3 on a very, very brisk night. It's in the mid-50s here in Powell. And Travis, that wind has picked up again.
Yeah, the wind has really played a factor in a couple of situations that we saw in the first half. It died down for a majority of the second quarter, and now when we were sitting here through halftime, it has definitely picked up. You can see, you can't see it anymore, but across the way from us, the flag that holds the Powell Panthers is blowing very straight right across the way. The American flag right over to my right on the south side is also blowing straight out as the Tigers re-enter the arena.
Yeah, the fire truck on the northeast side of the field launched that great big flag for Powell. And as you just said, we can see it fluttering out there in the breeze. And, of course, the American flag is just to our right in the south end zone, and it's going straight out again. So we've got a pretty hefty wind blowing as the Tigers, as you just said, come back out on the field. Lander 7 and the Powell Panthers nothing as we get ready to go to the third period of play.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
Ernie Over, Travis Gupton back at Panther Field in Powell, Wyoming, where the Lander Valley Tigers have a 7-3 lead. I think I said 7-0 just before the break. It's 7-3, and the Tigers will get the ball to start the second half of play. And Travis, we were just talking about this. Lander needs a good drive right here.
Yeah, this is a big drive for Lander in the first half, not the start you wanted. I feel like Coach John Scott was saying, look, guys, we're lucky to be up 7-3 right now after 7 consecutive penalties, and we got to come out and execute.
Yeah, we sure do. It's a chilly night, temperature in the mid-50s here, maybe the low 50s by now, with a really brisk wind coming in from the northwest. Lander will get the ball as we get ready to kick off. Both teams are kind of reluctant to get out there on the field. It's really cold out there with that wind blowing. Fortunately, there's a huge banner right behind us here at the top of the bleachers on the southern side of the home field. Lander will be moving from left to right when they get the ball, and going deep back to receive is Gabe Harris. Also back there is Matisse Weaver, and we have another player back there, and that is Pasquinelli, who is back there. Those are the three deep returners for the Lander Tigers. And the kicker for the Powell Panthers is the quarterback, Jet Swan. He wears number 1. And I guess when you are the quarterback, you ought to wear number 1, huh?
Yeah, I mean, he's been awfully quiet.
Although we have a different player teeing it up this time.
Yeah, we do.
This is Steven Stambaugh is going to be the kicker. So Stambaugh, wearing number 22, has the ball down at the 40-yard line. There's the whistle from the official. And there's the kick, and it goes to the right-hand side, and it is caught by Matisse Weaver, and he's smothered right away. Very good pursuit, short kick. So the Tigers will have it. Let's see, I can't see where the line of scrimmage is. It's going to be, what, the 28-yard line? Travis, is that what it looks like?
Let me see. I see the 28-yard line. Yes, sir.
Okay, 7-3. Lander has it at their own 28-yard line. They'll be going with the wind. Stevenson coming out wide on the right side. Pasquinelli on the other side. There's the handoff straight up the middle. No going there. Powell read that one to a T, and the entire front line of the Panthers stuffed that. Maybe a yard gain on the play. So Pasquinelli gets a yard to the 29-yard line. Second down, 9 yards to go. Clock just starting here in the third period. 11 and a half minutes to go in period 3. Lander leading 7-3. Dual receivers on the right side. One man in the slot. Stauffenberg passes down court or downfield, intended for Harris, and it's hit him in the back. Travis.
Yeah, it hit him. I think it hit him in the hands, and he just turned his head too quickly, didn't see it in, and just a straight-up drop. And so now 3rd down and 9 on the 28-yard line as as one of the Powell players is banging his helmet.
Yeah.
He's ready to go.
I guess so. Okay, twin receivers on the right, one man in the backfield. Stauffenberg back to pass. He's got a man open in the middle. Oh, and it was overthrown. Wide open on the play was Harris, but it was overthrown and tipped up in the air by one of the defenders. So the Tigers got a lucky break there that they didn't lose possession of the ball. So Powell will get it now on the punt from Matisse Weaver. And downfield is Evan Whitlock. He's at about the 40-yard line.
He's going to come up and be joined by number 12 in the backfield.
Yeah, that's Nathan Feller.
Not the way you wanted to start the second half if you're the Tigers.
No, you wanted a better drive to start this, but now it's on the defense to keep the Panthers at bay. There is the kick. It's a high one, and it is going to go all the way down. Bounces at the 25-yard line, down at the 5-yard line, and it's going to roll down at the 2-yard line, down at the 1. Great punt by Matisse Weaver. It goes all the way to the 1-yard line. That is a tremendous punt. So that goes, let's see, what do we have here? We have 21 and 50 and 49. 21 and 49 is 59 yards?
59. Yeah,
59 yards. Huge punt. And the Powell Panthers now have it at the 1-yard. Great punt by Matisse Weaver, and it hit about the 20 and then just took off on the ground.
I actually thought it hit Whitlock in the foot because the way it trajectoried off. So lucky that the referees did not see it that way.
Backfield is in the end zone, and Schwann goes 5 yards deep. Long pass downfield is incomplete. Nice defensive play there by the Tigers. Stevenson was back there, And who else was back there? I'm trying to see him turn his number to us.
Is that Brendan?
Is that Brandon Stauffenberg?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Yeah, and the receiver that time was Stenerson. And it was a long pass all the way down to the 40 and incomplete. So it's second down now and 10 yards to go from the 1-yard line. Second down and 10. I formation under center is Schwann. Hands it off, and carrying the football is Bradish, and he picks up a few yards up to about the 5. So Bradish gets the carry up to the 5-yard line, a gain of 4 on the play, and it is now third down and 6 yards to go from the 5-yard line. Clock moving, 10:36 to go in the third quarter. Lander 7, Powell 3 on this chilly and breezy night in the northern Bighorn Basin. Taking a long time in the huddle. Okay, Schwann brings him out. The junior quarterback has him in the I formation. Under center. Long count. Back to pass. Takes 4 steps back. He's under pressure, and he's not going to be able to throw it. He's caught and dropped, but it'll be a first down, I believe. No, they're going to call him down at the 11. That's 2 yards short of the first down. Well, that was interesting, and we have a Tiger down. That's Joel Beaver is down on the play. Well, Travis, I thought he got more yardage than that.
Well, it's interesting because one of the officials, they're going to call it a first down because the official on the far side was standing at about the 13-yard line, whereas the official nearest to us was standing at about the 9 or 10 or 11. So they're going to give him the first down yardage according to the far official.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought. I thought he fell forward for a first down, but they marked him way short. But now they've given him the first down. He's at the 11-yard line. So first and 10 for Powell. 10 minutes and a second to go here in the third period of play. And looks like we might have a cramp down there by, what did I say, Beaver?
That's Joel Beaver right in front of us, and they're looking at his ankle. It looks like he kind of rolled his ankle on that tackle.
Yeah, there were 2 Tigers right there.
So they're going to call the official. They're going to call everybody to the sideline. So let's take a commercial break while they attend to Joel Beaver.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Well, Joel Beaver is up now and walking back to the sideline with the Lander trainer. And we want to say Adam Simon is the athletic trainer for the Tigers. And Beaver is walking back to the sideline now and looks no worse for the wear. So Powell has a new set of downs. First and 10, hash mark near side at the 11-yard line. Under center is Schwann. He goes on a quarterback sneak straight up the middle, and he gets about 6 yards. No, he gets 5 yards to the 16-yard line. So that was just a quick snap and a quarterback draw right up the middle.
And Schwann is one of their best players on this roster by far for Powell. So I would not be shocked to see Schwann just kind of do his own thing here.
Jesse Dollard was way into the backfield, but he overshot the quarterback. Okay, second down, 6 yards to go. There's the handoff, goes to the second man through. He's caught at the line of scrimmage and brought down. And that was Calaveras who was right there on that tackle.
So
also 58 was right there, and also 30. Oh, that was Matisse Weaver. So Calaveras and Weaver on the stop. No gain on the play. It's still at the 16-yard line. That was a great defensive pursuit that time by the Tigers.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job of closing the gap before any the running backs or the quarterback, for that matter, can get through the gap.
Same play One man out to the right side. There's the pitch. Goes, I caught in the backfield. We're going to have a loss on the play. Great defensive pursuit by the Tigers, and that was Calabreras again. Boy, he shot the gap and was right in there, and the loss is going to be what?
There is a flag on the play.
Oh, there's a flag on the play. Oh, don't tell me.
Well, they're going to call holding on Powell.
Hey, it's the third penalty against Powell, and the Tigers going to take it or decline it. If they decline it, it'll be fourth down, and they do decline it. So it's at the 16-yard line. You were pointing to the grass there, and it says, what did I miss? I didn't see it. It blended in real well with the yellow paint for the soccer field. Okay, 8:41 to go. Lander 7 in the third period. Powell 3. Back to punt is Schwann, and a fair catch is called for inside Powell territory. It's going to be at the 46-yard line. Put the ball down. It's going to be at the 46. So Lander takes over at the 46-yard line inside Powell territory. Well, the wind helped slow that one down a little bit, Travis.
Yeah, and it didn't look as crisp as a kick as the original had, or the others that Schwann had kicked. That one looked like it came off the side of the foot. It looked kind of wobbly. It didn't look clean at all.
8:35 to go in the third period. Stauffenberg back in the gun. One man in the backfield. Handoff goes to Pasquinelli. Pasquinelli powers his way forward down to about the 42-yard line. Let's see where they mark. Oh, they're going to mark him. His knee was down, they say, at the 44-yard line. So it is a 2-yard gain by Jack Pasquinelli. And it'll be second down, 8 yards to go. Clock moving now, approaching 8 minutes to go. Third period. Lander with the 4-point lead over the Panthers. Splitting out wide on the near side is Evan Stevenson. Stauffenberg in the gun. There's a long pass down towards Stevenson. Too long and out of bounds. Defending on the play was Stenerson. It went out of bounds about the 10. So that will bring up a third down now. And 8 yards to go.
So that looked interesting because it was a slow snap. Stauffenberg had to wait for the snap. He clapped, he looked for it, and it kind of threw everything off.
Yeah. Well, the harvest moon on the east side of the football field here, rising to the east, getting a little bit of light other than the stadium lights here. Same formation for the Tigers, rolling out to the left. There's the pass. Caught downfield by the Tigers, Joel Beaver. And he's got a first down at the 35-yard line. A great 9-yard gain for the Tigers. I tell you what, Beaver was tight-roping that sideline and hauled that pass in. Excellent reception by Beaver. First down at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, Beaver looks pretty okay to me.
Yeah, he sure does. He was just down on the field here a little bit ago. 7:44 to go, third period. In the gun, one man in motion. Here's the handoff. Goes to Pasquinelli. Pasquinelli caught. Fumble! And the ball still on the ground. It's picked up by Powell. And the Panthers have recovered in Lander territory as the ball squirted away. You know, and that's one of the lessons that you should learn in football. Don't try to pick up the ball and run, jump on it, and cover it.
Yeah.
But a turnover by the Tigers gives the ball to Powell inside Lander territory down at the 48-yard line. So a big break for the Powell Panthers. They trail by 4, 7.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
There was two Tigers looking at the football, and they knocked it away from each other.
Yeah. Yeah, you just have to fall on it. You just can't try to pick it up and run.
That could be costly.
Well, that's why you play these non-conference games, to try to get that out. Full house look in the backfield for Powell. There's the handoff. Goes to the second man through. He's got a little bit of running room. Cade Bradish And he gets a nice chunky yardage that time. They're going to mark him at the 43-yard line. So that's a 5-yard gain by Bradish. Second down, about 5 yards to go. 7:14 to go here. Third period, clock moving. Lander with a 4-point lead. 2 in the backfield. Twin receivers on the right. And the quarterback, Schwann, runs, passes all the way down. It's caught at the 5-yard line and out of bounds. Great pass. And is that Stenerson on the reception? I can't see his number.
That looks like number 2.
Oh, that would be Evan Whitlock.
Whitlock with a nice catch on the far sideline. He walked a tightrope there, too. Now Powell starting to feel the momentum here. 7-3 lead. That fumble and that mistake by Lander is starting to look really costly here right now.
31-yard pass play down to the 12-yard line. 1st and 10, Powell. Here's the handoff, and it's a quarterback keeper by Schwann, and he powers ahead for a few yards before the Lander front four haul him down. That's the second quarterback keeper by Schwann, and he's going to get about 3 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down, 7 yards to go, and I've got to get the binoculars out to see this. It's in the darkest part of the field for us here. We're about the farthest part away in the stadium. Top row of the bleachers right up in the corner on the south side. Got the binoculars on it now. Okay, in the gun is Schwann. One man in the backfield. Handoff, fake. There's a pass into the end zone. Touchdown. And he dropped it. Thank goodness. And a flag.
So they're going to that looks like it's going to be a pass interference on Brendan Stauffenberg.
Well, it very well could be.
And that'd be a 1st down.
And at the 2, if
at
that's
the 2,
what it is.
Yeah.
And well, let's see where they haven't had a word from the umpire yet. Now he comes out, pass interference against Lander, so it's going to be a 1st down at the 2-yard line. Well, Powell fixing to take the lead for the 2nd time in the game here if they can convert. They're at the 2-yard line. 1st down, goal to go. After that costly fumble by the Tigers, who were moving the ball quite well, and then that fumble. Okay, up to the line of scrimmage. Schwann, they're at the hash mark on the far side. Schwann in the gun. Offset eye. Pass in the end zone is knocked away. Nice defensive play by the Tigers. And that is, no, that wasn't Stauffenberg. That was number 8 for the Tigers. That was Brody Moffitt who broke that play up. It wasn't Stauffenberg, it was Moffitt. So it's 3rd and goal now. Tigers need a stop here.
Yeah, if you can hold, at worst, if you can hold Powell to a field goal, you got to feel good about yourself.
Okay, here comes Schwann up to the line of scrimmage following that breakup of that pass by Brody Moffitt. Here's the snap. Rolling to his right side. There's a pass into the end zone, and it is caught. Touchdown.
What a sliding catch from that was Whitlock with a slide. He was sliding sideways when he caught that ball.
Well, I tell you what, that pass was almost broken up by the Tigers, but it wasn't. So we have a TD. So that is a 5-play drive that goes 48 yards. And here's the extra point attempt. That is good. So the score now goes Powell 10 and Lander 7. 5:47 to go, 3rd period.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Back again at Panther Field in Powell, 5:47 to go, third period, and the Panthers marched down the field 48 yards in 5 plays, and it was a TD to Whitlock on a pass from the quarterback Schwann, and the PAT by Stambaugh, and the Powell Panthers now have a 3-point lead. Well, let's see how the Tigers can respond to this. As Stambaugh is going to kick it off for the Panthers from the 40-yard line. Gabe Harris is deep for the Lander Tigers. Let's see if he puts his boot into it. He is kicking into the wind. Oh, yeah, he got his boot into it, and Harris takes it at the 5-yard line. He's on the right-hand side, breaks one tackle, breaks another. He's up across the 25-yard line and down right there.
So
yep. I don't see any flags.
Nope, I don't either. So we said this at the very beginning of this quarter, that this is going to be the biggest drive for the Tigers. I take everything I said back. This is now the biggest drive for the Tigers. After giving up that big touchdown, after giving up the fumble, you've got to respond here now that Powell has got a 10-7 lead.
Tigers have got it. They mark it officially at the 26-yard line, right in the middle of the field. So Lander has it, first down and 10. Here comes Stauffenberg in from the sideline and a visit with Coach John Scott. Excuse me. It's cold here. My nose is running. Okay, we've got wide receivers out on each side. Stauffenberg hands it off in the middle to Pasquinelli. Pasquinelli right across the line of scrimmage. Not much more than that. Maybe no gain. No gain for Pasquinelli, and it's second down, 10 yards to go. Tigers quickly back up to the line of scrimmage. Stauffenberg in the gun. Receivers on both ends, one man in the slot. One man in the backfield is Pasquinelli. Back to pass, Stauffenberg, and it's a pass downfield. Oh, almost intercepted. That was a bad decision. As almost there to grab the football was one of the Powell defenders. Yeah. I couldn't see who the number was. They've got orange numbers on black, trimmed in white. Really hard to see here in this dark.
Powell is starting to ride the momentum train.
Yeah.
They're jumping on everything that Brendan Stauffenberg is throwing at them, and they're starting to close up gaps a lot quicker. They're starting to feel it a little bit here at the 5:05 mark.
I thought Stauffenberg could have run for some extra yardage that time, but he decided to pass. So now here we go, same formation. Pasquinelli in the backfield, back to pass to Stauffenberg. There's a big rush on. He's caught in the backfield. He escapes. He goes to the right-hand side. He's got some running room, and he's got near first down yardage up across the 35-yard line before he's run out of bounds. And that time, Powell overran the defense.
Yeah, Stauffenberg ran about a mile to get about 6 or 7 yards.
Yeah, they're going to give him 7 yards, so it's up to the 33-yard line, and it's fourth down. And Matisse Weaver is going to have to kick it away. And we've got Evan Whitlock and Nathan Feller back for the Powell Panthers. They're about the 30-yard line.
I would want to keep this away from Whitlock.
There's the kick. Oh, boy, it's a boomer, and it's going to go down to on the near side to Feller at the 26-yard line. So that's where the Panthers will take over, first and 10 at the 26. With 4:33 to go, Powell leading now 10-3 on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. And remember, we'll have players of the game mentioned after the contest in our Click It or Ticket postgame show, so stay tuned for that. We're in the third quarter, though, 4.5 minutes to go. Powell, hash mark far side. The junior quarterback, Jet Swan, brings him out to the line of scrimmage. He is now in the gun. Handoff goes to the second man through. Oh, what great penetration and a big loss on the play. Great penetration by the Tigers, and who was that?
31.
31, yeah, that would be Caden Rowan. Caden Rowan, and it's a big loss all the way back to the 19-yard line, loss of 7 yards on the play.
Caden Rowan shot that gap and was almost in the backfield by the time the ball was handed off.
Second down, 17 yards to go for the Panthers.
And also,
Tigers playing inspired defense.
Very nice fundamental tackling as well.
Yeah, they grabbed him around the knees and brought him down. None of this grabbing the shoulder business. Okay. The offset eye. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to the second man through, and he's caught for a loss all the way back to the 13-yard line. Oh, the Tigers with a big play that time. And Tristan Osborne on the play for the Tigers. And Powell is calling a timeout. 3:33 to go. Powell leads 10-7, but Lander is got Powell third down and about 20 yards to go.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Moreland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Well, defensive coordinator John Rounds has his defensive charges hyped up. It is now third down and about 21 yards to go. I was off by a yard. Okay, here's a big play for the Tiger defense and the Powell offense. Powell needs 21 yards. In the gun is Schwann. He goes back. There's a quick toss on the near side to Stenerson. He breaks one tackle. He breaks another. He's got the sideline. He is knocked out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A 1st and 10 for Powell. Boy, that play really caught Lander off guard.
That was the nastiest stiff arm I think I've seen in a high school football game in a long time. He put that Lander defenseman down in the ground, and he just jetted up the sideline. Nicely done by Powell. That is a huge blow to this Lander defense, who's played phenomenal all game long.
39-yard gain on the pass play to Stenerson, and it's 1st down and 10 Powell. Lander had them 3rd and 21. A great pass play by the Powell Panthers. Now has them in Lander territory down at the 39-yard line. Here's the second man through. He's got a little bit of running room down near the 30-yard line before he's run out of bounds. And I think that is Bradish on the carry. And the line of scrimmage, he gets about 5 yards. So that's going to be at the 34-yard line. Yeah, that's 5 yards at the 34. Second down, 5 yards to go. And after that great defensive stand by the Tigers that had them 3rd and 21, a big play brings them now deep into Lander territory, leading 10-7. The Panthers are. Pro set look in the backfield. The quarterback's going to keep it. He rushes to the left side. Caught and wrestled wrestled out of bounds after a short gain on the play. He gets maybe 3 yards. And it's going to go down to the 31-yard line, I think. It's at the 31, and it'll be a third and about 2 yards to go. Big play here for both teams.
Yeah, Powell looking to keep their momentum, leading now 10-7 as we reach the 2-minute mark in the third quarter. Lander needs to get this defense off the field. They have been on the field a lot in this second half so far.
Yes, they have. And huddling up are the Panthers. 2 minutes to go, third period. Powell 10, Lander 7 on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. Again, the offset eye. Schwann in the gun. There's the handoff, back to pass. He's rolling to his right side, throws down. He's got a man open underneath inside the 10-yard line. It's Alex Jordan, I think. Yeah, I think that's 14, and that's going to be a first and goal for Powell. And this one could be slipping away from the Tigers here in the third quarter. First and goal, it's at the 4-yard line. So that is a 27-yard gain on that pass play.
I believe that was number 52 for Lander. Just lost his runner. I mean, he turned one way and the receiver went the other way.
Okay, first and goal at the 4-yard line. We've got the binoculars on this. In the under center now is Schwann. Schwann hands off to the second man through, and that's Bradish. And gain of down about a yard, I think, to the 3. So it is second down and goal from the 3-yard line. Bradish with a 1-yard gain. Hash mark, far side, inside the Lander 5-yard line. Tiger defense really needs to come up with a big play here. Schwann up to the line of scrimmage. And it's a quarterback keeper, and he didn't make it to the end zone. He think he's down at the what?
Oh,
no, it's a fumble. Lander gets the ball.
They called a touchback.
Yeah, it's Lander receives the fumble as the quarterback, Schwann, went straight up the middle of the gut. He was stripped, and Lander has got the ball now. It's 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Oh, what a break for Lander's defense. A great play, and they have got the ball where? I can't see where the ball is. You see
it's going to be at the 2. It's got to be somewhere either at the 2 or they're going to put it at the 20.
Well, I think they're moving it to the 20 because the chain gang is on the far side. They recovered the ball in the end zone.
Okay, so
it goes
20.
to the 20. What a big break for the Lander defense. Now the Tiger offense has to do something with this break. After giving up that fumble on the last play, on the last drive of Powell that led to the touchdown, Lander now will have the ball. First down, 10 yards to go at the 20-yard line. 57 seconds to go in the third period of play. Powell leading by 3 points on our Wild Today scoreboard. Stauffenberg is in the gun. Man in motion. And Stauffenberg goes straight ahead. I think, was that a handoff? I couldn't see.
So that was a nice handoff. It went to Matisse Weaver.
It went to Weaver. So Matisse got a yard on the play to the 21.
That was a funky-looking handoff. It was a double. It was almost like a double option, and he ends up giving it to Matisse. He had the option to hold on to it, but gave it over to Matisse. And now 2nd and 8 with 25 seconds left, third quarter. Buckle up, folks.
I'm going to have to put the binoculars on this one. Matisse Weaver back in the gun. Pasquinelli with him. Back to pass is Stauffenberg. Passes bouncing along the ground, incomplete as he was hurried on the play. So it will be third down and 8 or 9 yards to go. A long 8, I would say. Okay, here's a big play. 16 seconds to go in the third period of play. Tigers need a big play here after their defense bailed them out down at the 2-yard line.
I feel like this ball has got to go to either Evan Stevenson, who's had a great game, or it's going to go to Matisse or to Pasquinelli. It's got to go to one of those two.
Back in the gun. Back to pass. There's the pass. That's caught by Weaver. Weaver is, short of the first down. But that was that Moffitt at quarterback? I don't think that was.
That was not Brennan Stauffenberg.
No, that wasn't Brennan Stauffenberg. And Weaver is up to the, he gained 7 yards on the play. It's 4th and about 1. And that's the end of the third period of play on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. Powell 10 and Lander 7.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
Big play here for both teams. 4th down, 2 yards to go. The ball at the Lander 28-yard line. Let's see what the Tigers do. And they're going in punt formation. Matisse Weaver is back to punt at about the 15-yard line. And going deep for the Powell Panthers is that number 2? That's Evan Whitlock.
So Coach John Scott putting all of his faith in the defense here.
And there's the kick, a high, booming kick. And it's going to go down to Whitlock, a fair catch at the 40-yard line. So Powell is going to have excellent field position at the 40 as Whitlock takes the very high kick. And I don't think that one was caught by the wind because it looks like it's died down a little, Travis.
Yeah, Matisse had to kick that one over the outstretched hands of a couple of Powell Panthers who were coming to block that kick. So nicely done by him to get it over the hands of the Panthers. So now big drive as we enter the 4th quarter. And buckle up, folks. This one's going to be fun.
Yeah, Powell has the ball at their own 40-yard line. They've been able to move the ball on the last couple of possessions fairly well until that fumble into the end zone that Lander recovered. 2 men in the backfield. In the gun is Schwann. Schwann hands it off. There's a big gainer up ahead across the 45-yard line up to about the 48-yard line. It's going to be about an 8-yard gain on the play. And that was Stenerson who made that play. 2nd down and a long 1 yard to go. Well, actually, it's about 1 yard to go. It's at the 49, 9-yard gain on that play. Clock moving, 11 and a half minutes to go, 10-7. Powell with the lead over Lander.
Powell is in no hurry coming out of that huddle.
Well, they shouldn't be. I mean, they're going to let that clock run for whatever they can. Same formation now. There's back to pass. Schwann, long pass downfield. He's got a man. He overshot him, and downfield, that was Nathan Feller on defense that time, and the Tigers have got a player down on a cramp, I think. Yeah, downfield defending on that play was Evan Stevenson.
Stevenson almost got kicked by his own player.
So that's an incomplete pass, so it's going to be 3rd down on a yard with 11:08 to go, and the clock stopped with the incomplete pass, and we got a cramp down there. You got about 4 Tigers over there working, and now here comes the trainer, and getting up is
that's Brennan.
That's Brennan Stauffenberg.
No wonder there's 4 of them working on him.
Yeah, Brennan is grabbing that right ankle and pulling it back like he has a cramp, and the trainer for the Tigers, Adam Simon, is out there.
I'll tell you what, those hurt.
Oh,
those hurt.
They do, yeah.
And you saw, that does not feel good. On a cold night like this, that hurts even more.
No, I haven't checked the weather. We got a little bit of lull here. Let's see what we can get from the weather. And right now in Powell, come on, Powell, 49 degrees. 49 degrees right now in Powell. And 11 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the game. And we have a timeout, but Stauffenberg is getting ready to get up. They're helping him up. 10 points for Powell, 7 points for Lander. And Lander led 7-3 at halftime, and then Powell came back with a touchdown following a Lander fumble.
I was going to say, one of the things that, on that last play, it was now, I believe, 3rd down and 1. That was the last play was 2nd down and 1. Good idea to go for a shot.
Oh, yeah,
right?
Why not?
With when you are running the ball kind of at will right now, absolutely go for that shot. And he got a fingertip on it before it hit the turf. So this is a big 3rd down. I don't think I need to explain how big this is, but
how big is it, Travis?
This is a big 3rd down with 11:08, and again, points at a premium.
Offset eye for Swan. Swan's going to run it himself, and he gets the 1st down and about a yard more. So it'll be a 1st down for Powell. He crosses midfield down to the 49 of Lander, so he's going to get about 3 yards on the play. And a 1st down for the Panthers with 11 minutes left in the game. A 3-point lead by Powell.
And again, Powell, no hurry to come out of that huddle. They will take all day long if they can.
Yeah, the clock is moving, so they're going to let the clock run as much as they can. They've got an eye on the back judge who's keeping the 30-second clock. Okay, same format for the Powell Panthers. Handoff goes to the second man through and about a couple of yards up to the 45-yard line. And who was that? That was 24. So that was Cade Bradish on the carry for the Powell Panthers. And he picks up about 4 yards. He's right at the 44-yard line in Lander territory.
And you're starting to see a little bit here, this Lander defense starting to feel the wear and tear of this game. A couple of them have their hands on their knees. They are tired.
Stauffenberg is back in the game in his linebacking safety position. Same formation for Powell. There's the fake handoff, and the pass is caught for a 1st down. The player gets away, down court, 1st down, downfield, and that is 44. We haven't called Austin Graff's name before in the game. Austin Graff with a big 1st down pitch and catch down to the 25-yard line in Lander. Boy, the Tiger defense needs to stiffen up here, Travis.
Yeah, they played in a zone defense, did the Tigers. And Graff, I believe you said his name was?
Yeah, 44.
Just found the sweet spot, and it was an easy pitch and catch for sure.
1st down, 10 yards to go at the Lander 25-yard line. Clock moving at 9:22 to go in the game. Powell nursing a 3-point lead. Here's Schwann. Handoff goes to the second man through a couple of yards, and that's about all. And the first carry is Bradish again. So Bradish, they're going to give him 2 yards to the 20. No, they're going to give him 1 yard to the 24. So Bradish gets 1 yard on the carry. 8:58 to go in the game. Powell 10, Lander 7.
This tempo is really messing with the Lander Tigers defense. They just seem tired. I don't know how else to describe it. You can see them putting their hands on their knees. They're talking to each other. The tempo is so offset for this Powell team that they're either going to go hurry up or they're going to go slow, and it's just making the Lander defense question.
Lander would love to get a defensive stop here. Here's the handoff. 1st man through, and he's caught at the line of scrimmage. There's going to be no gain on the play.
He may actually lose a yard.
Yeah, I think they're going to mark him down for no gain. Yeah, they are. No gain on the play. It's at the 24-yard line. Lander has lost 4 consecutive games to the Powell Panthers, and what kind of a lift would it be if the Tigers could get a win here on Powell's home turf. But right now, they're on defense. 8 minutes to go in the game. They trail by 3. Powell comes up to the line of scrimmage. Evan Whitlock spread out wide here to the right side. One man in the backfield for Schwann. In the gun, back to pass. Looks to the left, throws in the middle. Oh, it's dropped. Boy, that would have been first down. And that was Stenerson?
That was Stenerson. Again, right in his hands. Actually, that would hit him right in the numbers, and it just dropped. And now it's 4th down, 7:41 left. I am really curious to see what Powell does here. They don't look like they're keeping the offense on the field, partner.
Yeah, well, I would too. You know, you've got a 3-point lead. Now, Powell's taken a timeout on the field, and that's their second timeout. They've only got one left. 7:41. We'll be right back.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Okay, Travis, here's the biggest play of the game so far. 4th down, 9 yards to go. Powell is at the Lander 24, and they're going to go for it. They've got a full look in the backfield with 2 men, 1 man in the slot, 1 man in motion. Now he stops, back to pass. There's a big rush, and they get it to him, and they've got a player caught, but it's not good enough for the first down. Nathan Feller is short of the first down. They pull him down at the 18-yard line. That's short of the first down by 4 yards, and the Lander Tigers take over. Big defensive play by the Tigers as that time Feller was split out to the right side, and he broke containment for a second, but the Tiger defense caught up with him and pulled him down at the 18-yard line. So first down, 10 yards to go for the Tigers.
So now the roles kind of reverse, right? Because now Lander, you've got 7 minutes, 34 seconds. A field goal ties the game. A touchdown wins it. You're in no hurry to get down that field.
Stauffenberg in the gun with Pasquinini at his left shoulder. Back to pass. Stauffenberg. It's a quarterback. No, he throws. He's got a man open downfield. It's Brennan. It's Matisse Weaver all the way to the 45-yard line. First down and 10 Tigers. Great call and a great play by, it looked like Stauffenberg was going to do a draw.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a draw play, but a little monkey see, monkey do as the Lander Tigers with almost the exact same screenplay as the big gain from Powell. So nicely done by Brendan Stauffenberg. A nice pitching catch over the defenseman for Powell, and Matisse Weaver got open quick.
26 yards on the pass play. Tigers have it 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line. Hash mark near side of the field. Stauffenberg hands it off to Pasquinelli, and he's caught at the line. No gain. Good pursuit that time as the hole closed immediately as the front 3 of Powell came in there and made the stop, led by Doug Bettger. Bettger, Bettger. So is no gain on the play, still at the 44-yard line.
And you know what's crazy?
Oh, they moved it back to the 43, yeah. A loss of 1. I'm sorry.
I know this is going to sound crazy. They're sitting right now at the 42-yard line. This is in Matisse Weaver's range.
Yeah, here we go. Stauffenberg rolls out to the right side. He's got a little bit of yardage and squirts out of bounds. And he is knocked out of bounds. That's going to be a personal foul against Powell.
He got pushed into the bench on the Lander sideline. What a costly mistake by Powell.
Oh, that's a huge mistake by the Panthers, as Lander's going to get a personal foul penalty against Powell right here. Here's the umpire, and he's walking out to make the call. Well, he's going to consult with the other official. No, a personal foul is against the Panthers, and they're walking it off now. Tigers are going to get a first down, and it's going to be inside the 35-yard line. It's going to be right at the 35-yard line. A big penalty against the Panthers. Well, Lander was doing the penalties in the first half. Now Powell's doing them in the second half. First down, 10 yards to go. Lander at the 35-yard line. 6.5 minutes to go in the game. Powell leads by 3. Brandenburg has Pasquinelli in the backfield. Twin receivers on the right. One man in motion. There's the pass, and it goes in the middle. Oh, they were trying to hit our good friend Gabe Harris, but the ball was way short.
Yeah, that looked a little
bounced
rushed.
on the ground.
Yeah, that looked rushed by Brennan Stauffenberg. I think they were setting up for almost the same play as they did to Matisse Weaver down here on this end in front of us. So now 2nd down and 10 on the 35, 6.5 minutes left in the game. You don't need to do anything crazy here if you're Brennan Stauffenberg and the Tigers. Just get yards.
Play some fundamental football. Here they come up to the line. Twin receivers on the left, single receiver on the right. Stauffenberg in the gun, goes back. He's looking, and he passes. It's caught. It's caught by Gabe Harris. Harris breaks one tackle, and he's down inside the 20-yard line.
That is a big boy move there by Gabe Harris. He ran over one of the defenders of Powell, got an extra 2 or 3 yards, and now
it's at the 21, sorry.
Lander is moving, and they're moving with a purpose.
6:22 to go in the game. The football down at the 21-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go for the Tigers. They trail by 3 points. It's 10-7 Powell. Down to 6 minutes, 8 seconds to go in the game. Stauffenberg in the gun. Pasquinelli at his right shoulder. Handoff to Pasquinelli. He goes straight ahead. He might get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard on the play for Pasquinelli. That hole closed in a hurry.
Yeah,
no gain on the play.
Powell did really well to swarm the ball there. And now, we talked about this off air, that draw play up the middle. Now it opens up the outside. Maybe it'll open up something on the outside. Let's see if Brendan Stauffenberg goes sweep. Maybe he'll go to a pitch outside. Let's see what happens here.
5:26 to go in the game. Second down, 10 yards to go. Stauffenberg in the gun. He rolls to his right-hand side. Stauffenberg runs down close to the first down. This time the Powell defenders don't knock him out of bounds. It's a clean play, and he picks up yardage down to, is that the 15? I can't tell what the line, I think it's on the 15-yard line. If so, that would be a 6-yard gain. It could be a 7-yard gain. It
15.
He's at the 15. Okay.
So he said 17?
7 yards gain. Yeah.
Okay.
7 yards gain. Okay, here we go. Third down. Here's a huge play for the Tigers.
Yeah, this is big. I'm not expecting any kind of pass play here, and I don't think it's going to be, as Brennan is going to be under center.
Under center, and there's the play to Pasquinelli on the right side, and he's caught in the backfield and knocked down. It's a loss on the play, but we're in the range of Matisse Weaver for a field goal, which could tie the game. Let's see what we're going to do here. Stauffenberg was slapping his hands on the artificial turf.
I see.
Yeah, they're going to go for a
field
goal, and the field goal is going to be from the 23-yard line. It'll be a 33-yard field goal attempt by Matisse Weaver. He's set. Stauffenberg is holding. 37-yard field goal by number 37. There's the kick, and it's blocked. And it's blocked way off to the left. And it's no good, and Powell has stopped Lander with 4:25 to go. Powell to take over now. And I don't see any flag. That was someone got a hand on that one because it went.
Yeah,
it shot way off to the
way
left.
off. That is a big-time play by a big-time team in Powell.
Okay, they've got the ball. First down, 10 yards to go now, and they're at the 16-yard line, I believe.
That is correct.
Okay, they're at the 16, and they've got 4:25 to go. They're nursing a 3-point lead.
So if you're Powell, you
Yeah, just keep
want to
running
just
around
keep
the
running
ground.
it. Yeah. Don't do anything crazy.
Football, middle of the field. Boy, that fire in the northeast corner looks inviting right now. They got a little fire there. Here's a handoff, goes up the middle, breaks one tackle, breaks another, up to the 30-yard line. It's going to be very close to the first down. Carrying the ball is Bradish. And it's a first down. Bradish up to the, where are they marking that? We can't see the
31-yard
line. 31-yard line. So it's 17-yard. No, that's not right. It would be from the 16 to the 31, 17 yards. Okay, here we go. Clock moving. 4 minutes to go in the game. 10-7. Powell with the lead. Landers defense. 4-man front. There's the handoff. It's a sweep to the right side and gains about 2 or 3 yards. And coming up on, and there's a flag, and the Lander Tigers are going to be hit again with a late hit.
Yeah, Lander starting to let the emotions get the best of them here. 3:45 left in this ball game.
That's not the kind of penalty you want right now. Officials are talking it over.
So they're going to probably discuss if it's a personal foul. They're going to pick it up.
Oh, they're going to pick it up. They didn't say it was a late hit. Well, that is a big break for the Tigers because the gain on the play was, I thought it was a late hit, is a gain on the play of 3 yards to the 34-yard line. So it is now second down and 7 yards to go. Clock is at 3:45. Well, they picked that was a close play on the far side.
Absolutely.
It really was.
I mean,
I thought it was a foul.
I thought it was a foul, too, yeah.
But they wave it off.
Clock is now not Lander's friend.
3.5 minutes to go. Powell leading by 3. There's the handoff. Goes to the second man through. He's got a lot of running room. First down to the 45-yard line. And that's the big guy running there again. Wish he'd turn. Oh, that was Nathan Feller. Feller goes all the way to the 45-yard line. That's an 11-yard gain for the Powell Panthers. Clock moving at 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
So the
Powell comes out of the huddle. Go ahead.
I was going to say, so the thing here is you've really got to find a way to get the ball away from Powell. Strip the sack, do something to get the ball out of their hands.
There's the handoff, goes to the second man through. He's got a little bit of yardage on the outside. He breaks one tackle, a first down carry to the 45 of Lander. And that was Stenerson with the carry. And that is another first down, second in a row, third of this drive, and it's at the Lander 43-yard line. First down and 10 for the Powell Panthers. 2 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the game.
You can definitely see the Tigers now, their defense is exhausted. They've got hands on shoulders. They got hands on hips. They are exhausted from the runs and the plays that this physical Powell team has brought.
Stenerson off wide to the right side. Everyone else is in tight. 2 men in the backfield. In the gun. There's the handoff. Goes to the second man through, and he gets about 3 or 4 yards down to the 40-yard line. Maybe it's going to be the 40. It'll be 3 yards on the carry.
And I think Lander has called a timeout.
Well,
the official on the far side signaled a timeout from Lander.
But they're not doing it. They're not taking it. See, Calabrese, his helmet came off. I think that's probably what the message was. Now they are taking a timeout. Well, 2 minutes, 22 seconds. Deuces Wild on the scoreboard, 10-7 Powell. We'll be right back.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare has clinics located in Arapahoe, Ethity, and Riverton. We provide family medical services along with dental, optometry, behavioral health, physical and occupational therapy, and more. Our in-house lab and pharmacy at all locations make for a one-stop primary healthcare center for your healthcare needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare is striving for a stronger, healthier community because Wind River cares. More information can be found at windrivercares.com.
Well, I tell you, we're into the nubs here of this game. 2:22 to go in the game. Lander trails by 3, and Powell has got a second down and about 6 yards to go, and the football is at the Lander 40-yard line. This is a big series here. The defense of the Tigers, they need to get a stop and get the ball back. There's not that much time left.
Yeah, right now with 2 timeouts, if Powell can get maybe 2 or 3 more first downs, they could probably run this clock out. If you include the timeouts that Lander would probably use around, depending on the first downs.
And in this game last year, Powell was the winner, 35-13, a lot tighter this time. Okay, they're in one man in the backfield. Everyone else is in tight for the Panthers. And we have flags all over the place. It's either going to be a false start or an offside.
They're going to call offsides.
Are they going to call offside against Lander? Well, let's see what the call's going to be.
So the white hat official went offsides automatically.
No, it's going to be false start against Powell. So they're going to move him back 5 yards, and that'll go right to the 44-yard line. 44-yard line on the penalty. Actually, it should be another yard. They only moved them back 4 yards. Okay, second down, 11 yards to go, 2:22 to go in the game. Big play for the Lander defense. In the I formation, there's the handoff, goes on the near side, nice gain of about 5 yards, and that is Bradish again. Bradish carries up across the 40, and they're going to put him down. We've got a Tiger down on the field. They're going to put him down at the 37-yard line, so that's a 7-yard gain on that play. Third down, 4 yards to go, and another timeout on the field. And let's keep it right here, Travis. 2:14 left in the game. Powell leads by 3.
Yeah, it was number 31 who went down with the cramp and then got up pretty quick.
Yeah, that was Caden Rowan.
Yeah, he got up pretty quick. 2:14 left. 10-7 is the lead. And, partner, this is a big third down. I think I've been saying that all day long.
Yeah, every play's been a big third down.
So, because here's the thing: if this third down is converted, then Powell could run out the clock because now Lander only has one timeout left.
Yeah,
and so this is it. This could be your ball game right here, depending on what happens on this next play.
Okay, the Panthers come out right away. They're up over the football, which is at the 37-yard line. It's third down. They need 4 yards to go. 4 yards to put the game almost out of reach for Lander. Let's see what happens on this play. There's the snap, the handoff. Lander's defense gives up the first down all the way to the 30-yard line. A great 7-yard run on the play, and that might do it.
Yeah, that, depending on, really no. With 2 minutes left and the clock running, one timeout left for Lander. Really?
Lander could get the ball back and Powell is just taking as much time as they want here.
Yeah, they're
in not
no
in
hurry.
any hurry at all. Okay, the call comes in from the sideline. Minute 45 to go. First down and 10. Lander's defense needs a big play. Powell up to the line of scrimmage. In the I formation, under center is Schwann. Gives it to the second man through. There's a little bit of run. It's Bradish. Bradish gets about 6-7 yards, and he's knocked out of. No, they're going to keep the clock rolling at the 24-yard line. Now Lander calls their last time out. Football is at the 23-yard line. A 7-yard run on that sweep to the left-hand side.
And so here's where we sit with 1:11 left on this timeout, partner. If Powell can convert this first down,
all they have to do is take a knee.
Take a knee.
Yeah.
That'd be it. And, you know, let's talk about this while we have a moment. The defense for Lander has played outstanding this entire game. It's just this is a physical Powell team. They just kept running and kept running and kept running. And we saw the cracks in the armor, so to speak, in the third quarter as Lander was giving up big plays after big plays. And their defense, they were just exhausted by the time we got to the fourth quarter. And now it's just Lander's got to come up with something big or this game's over.
And, of course, what really hurt the Tigers, they had 6 consecutive penalties in that first half that killed any chance of a drive. And now here they are, no timeouts left, 1:11 to go in the game, and it's second down and about 3 yards to go for the Panthers. And if Powell gets the first down, as Travis has said, that's it for the Tigers. They cannot stop the clock.
And the other thing is, if you can, you want anything on the outside. You want anything that allows you to get them out of bounds.
Right.
Something to stop the clock in your favor.
Oh, and they go, look at this. They're
going to go knee now.
They're going to go knee right now. And it's the victory formation, and they take a knee, and the clock starts, and they're going to run the clock out.
Wow.
Well, yeah, there we go, because they can snap the ball twice more. Well, no, they actually can't. It's third down. They're going to take as much time off this clock as they can before thinking about giving up the football, and, of course, they don't have to. Third down, 5 yards to go. They're going to do another knee. 53 seconds to go.
They are waiting.
They are waiting for the 5-second count from, there it goes in the back judge. 40 seconds to go. And there's the knee. And that pretty much will do it, folks. We've only got 30 seconds to go in the game. Powell is going to win 10-7. A tremendous game by the Lander Tigers tonight on this very cold field.
So they're calling, now hold on a second here. They're calling the players back onto the field because there's still 16 seconds left on this clock.
Well, the clock is running. And, yeah, Powell's going to run the clock out. There's only 8 seconds to go. They're not even going to go up to the line of scrimmage. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the game. The Powell Panthers have won their 5th consecutive game over the Lander Tigers. And this one was a close one, folks. Powell 10 and Lander 7. We'll be back with our Click It or Ticket postgame show right after we listen to this.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do.
Hauling ass, heading south, down the road in a gray Cadillac, Coopville.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you,
Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Ernie Over and Travis Gupton back at Powell's Panther Field, where the Panthers have eked out a 3-point win over Lander. Lander had a 7-3 lead at halftime. Powell came in after a Lander turnover and got a touchdown, and that has been the margin of the game. This was a physical game. It was a tough game. The Lander defense kept coming up big in the game. That fumble down at the 2-yard line kept this from being a 10-point game.
Yeah, and Lander's defense gets all the credit in the world in this game. They played their hearts out. Absolutely phenomenal effort from those young men. And, you know, not a lot of credit goes to the defense a lot of times when we talk about football games, but that is what kept this Lander Tigers team in the runnings so far for that game, and they were right there a lot in this game, but fall by a final of 10-7.
Well, it's so cold out here. My phone is frozen. I can't get the phone on, and so we're going to have to. I think the power cord came out here actually. Well, our final score is 10-7, and we have a Papa Murphy's Player of the Game, and we have a Gatorade Player of the Game from Pepsi-Cola in our Click It or Ticket postgame show that's coming up next. We'll be back with a quick look at the stats and the naming of our players of the game right after this.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now. Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
Ernie Over and Travis Gupton back at Panther Field in Powell on a very chilly and cold night. And it was a tough, hard-fought battle, defensive battle, and the Powell Panthers come away with a 3-point win, 10-7 over the Lander Tigers. And, of course, Powell's second win of the year. They earlier defeated Riverton on a runaway, and then they lost to Worland. But for the Tigers to come up here to Powell and play on the Panthers' home field and only come away with a 3-point loss, I think is a credit to the defense, as you said before. This is the Click It or Ticket postgame show, and right now Travis has some game stats for you.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
and we're going to go through these pretty quickly because it is cold, folks. It's 48 degrees right now here in Powell.
All right, so let me, before Ernie starts beating me up.
Hey, Coach.
Pasquinelli had 92 yards rushing. He was absolutely phenomenal. Stauffenberg had a quiet night. He had 13 passes. He only completed 5 of those 13 passes. Stevenson had an absolute phenomenal game. He had multiple catches, absolutely phenomenal, and he did absolutely everything you could ask for on the defensive side of the ball, too. Over on the Powell side, we talked about the combination of Schwann and Stenerson. Those two absolutely had a phenomenal game. Schwann had 21 passes, and he completed about 12 of those. And the big one standing out to me was number 15. It was the 31-yard pass that ended up getting the Panthers down into Lander territory, allowed them to get their momentum back and put the game away. And so big-time win for the Powell Panthers, and this is going to be one that Coach John Scott can go and say, all right, guys, let's look at this one.
Well, just coming down the bleachers next to us was Coach Mike Reagan and Braden Johnson-Baker, who had his knee in a sling. Or not a sling, a brace.
Right.
And but let's go to our players of the game right now. Our Papa Murphy's player of the game on our Click It and Ticket post-game show, Travis.
So I think we said it is going to be, Caden Rowan will be our Papa Murphy's player of the game. I loved how he was fundamental on his tackling today. He had one of the biggest hits I've seen in a football game in a long time. Caden Rowan definitely deserves Papa Murphy's player of the game. Had an absolutely phenomenal game on the defensive side of the ball.
And on our other player of the game, brought to you by the Gatorade player of the game from Pepsi-Cola. We're going to go on the offensive side. A young man, a senior, 6 foot, 155 pounds, a wide receiver and a defensive back who had a good game today. We called his name a lot, Evan Stevenson. I always get that wrong.
You always get it wrong.
Sorry, Evan. I apologize. Evan Stevenson is our offensive player of the game, brought to you by Gatorade.
Yeah, Evan Stevenson, and really it goes both ways, right? He had some really nice plays on the defensive side of the ball, but the receptions that he had came at big times, got his team down on the first down, into first down territory, got him down deep into Powell territory. Evan Stevenson used his height to his advantage against the defensive set that Powell just wasn't ready for. They couldn't get a response to his size. Evan Stevenson definitely deserves the Gatorade player of the game.
Okay, and of course we want to thank back at Master Control at WYO Today Media over Rusty Wirtz. And was Katie on tonight too?
It is Lane who's on there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Lane was there. Thank you very much, Lane. And Rusty got us started. Thank you very much back at Master Control for getting us on the air and keeping us there. That's kind of important. On behalf of Travis Gupton, our sports club sponsors, this is Ernie Over bidding you a very pleasant and chilly night from Powell. It's going to be real nice to get in the car, I tell you what. And the good news about having a post-game show is the parking lot is emptying out pretty quickly. So, Travis, thank you very much for your help this season with the Lander Tigers, and we wish you well. And that's the game tonight, our final score. Powell 10, Lander 7.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.